Hello?
What's up, everybody?
There's an ad, but we're gonna bibbity bobbity boop.
Alright.
Alrighty. Yep, the ad should be just about done. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the new game on the channel where I'm still DMing. We got a couple new faces here. Burn, please introduce
Hello.
yourself.
Hi, I'm Burn. I'm old, sick, and I'll get better.
Fantastic. And then Maddie.
Sorry about
No.
Hi,
it's
I'm
fine.
the girlfriend that sits in the background and is in charge of Twitter.
Thank you. All right,
You're
great.
welcome.
So perfect timing. I have to be right
You have
back.
Oh,
there it is.
Perfect.
There it is, boys. We did it, Reddit.
We did it.
Tell D I said hello.
I will. Real quick, before anything, for anyone who watches the Sunday stuff and tuning in today, normally we play video games today, but instead we're going to be playing some more Dungeons and Dragons. Whoa.
play video
I
games
only just got the
sporadically.
notification that we were live just now. So.
Fantastic. We've been live for a minute, so it lied to
I
you.
just sent the tweet.
Fantastic. We're probably going to be gaming Saturday or something like that. We'll see. We
Yeah.
gotta rework the schedule a bit. But if you like Dungeons and Dragons and haven't got enough after tonight, you can always on Sunday tune in at 8 p.m. EST to watch us play
Wow.
more Dungeons and Dragons. I'm
You mean
great at this
EST?
promoting stuff.
8
Shush.
p.m. EST?
Yeah, EST. Eastern
said
Standard
EST.
Time. I did? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
EST.
Specific.
Yes, I understand. I thought I said EST.
Just the others.
Everyone, I'm gonna bully Nick so hard right now.
It's gonna be great. Someone roll a 1d8 so I can determine how fucked you are.
Oh, do it.
Why isn't it?
It was, but I like even numbers.
Oh,
Oh, so close. We got
You know-
green dice tonight. And I'm gonna be right back, fellas. And people just started showing up. Fantastic. And they're gonna...
Wow.
Alright,
Well,
vamp.
We're just gonna keep them with our wondrous charm.
Also,
So,
make sure
hold
to
on.
talk about Alphonse.
our
Oh,
God
yeah,
and
I do
Savior,
love that. Is he
the
here?
big fucking
Yeah,
frog.
he's here.
Yeah,
What
Is
the
Alphonse-
fuck you mean he's not here?
I see him. Alphonse is like rocking a nice hoodie for
I'm
that.
loading it.
he's
Oh, I
a
see.
cute
Are
Yeah,
y'all
boy.
not watching the Twitch? Who the
I'm
fuck's
getting
gonna
there.
moderate
I
chat?
I just
The
got an
chat
ad,
that doesn't
okay?
exist
Hey,
right now.
hey, I got an ad. Hey, you know what? Now it exists. That's all I
Ah,
have to say
there
about
she
it.
is. There she is.
I'll never leave. I will always be in chat.
Maddie's always in chat, man.
That's the other fun, cute, and quirky fact about me. I'm always the one person.
Oh man, I'm usually in chat with you. Because on gaming days, I'm usually the only one in chat.
That was me.
You're bullying me.
I'm sorry, it's only fair to bully the bully. Morally, I've committed no
How
sin
dare
by
you
bullying
bully
a
a
bully.
minor like that? That's so unacceptable.
Don't even joke about that shit, man. Like, we'll get canceled off the internet so fucking fast. You mentioned the fact
No,
that
I think
you're a
it'll get
minor
Nick
and
off
you're
the internet
viewed.
first. That's pretty much it.
Alright, Twitch,
As I
we're
eat my-
anti-bully.
As I eat my tangy fruit smiles.
No, I'm the god.
Dang.
They have little.
What do you mean we're
smiles.
anti-bully? Who's gonna put the nerds in their place? God.
I was
That's
gonna say,
true.
if we don't, you know, I've heard a lot of shit about jocks and them just kind of laughing, but no jock has ever made me see the words Mpreg Sherlock Fick before.
True.
Yeah, that is true.
No
Also-
jock has made me read those words.
Also, typical like jock shoving a nerd in the locker. He doesn't get to go to class. Do you know how fucking sick that is? I wish somebody would just shove me in a locker.
Throwing a nerd out of their natural habitat.
No, they just pull out their phone and watch, I don't know, like YouTube. But like
Well,
the
that
weird
was the 80s
gaming
though,
side
when
of YouTube.
when phones weren't like a thing, when people were actually shoving others into a locker. The only time I actually got shoved into a locker was like, wait, do I even fit into a locker? I went into the locker and then someone closed the door on me.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh. I like barely. I used whenever I was a freshman, I could probably fit into a locker, but now I can't because I'm not bad.
I have the body type of somebody who shoves people into lockers.
I fit in the lockers, man.
But I
And then
will
someone
say,
will close the door on me. They're actually really easy to open from the inside, though. I don't know why nobody actually did that. Lockers are super easy to open from the
So?
inside.
Maybe because
Um,
bullying is more about the psychological damage rather than the physical, because you get into big trouble if you do physical damage.
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
At
You throw
drama
swings
today,
back, you get into just as much fucking trouble.
at drama today, there's like a line that someone said, and he was like, "Oh, they must be like druids," and he said it right the first time, so I didn't say anything. But then the second time, he was like, "Druids," and I was like, "It's pronounced druid." And then I was like, "Do you know what a druid is?" And he was like, "No." And then me and Jackson were like, "I'm gonna tell you what a druid is." Like we were like,
And now, Maddie, you've justified my bullying.
indeed.
Nah, Did you
And
make
another cute and fun fact about me, I do this.
Did I what?
Maddie was nerd splaining. I'm happy about this. That's pretty-
Yeah, no, she was very proud that she was nerd splitting, in which case that's why me bitch slapping her across the back of the head is now justified.
Yeah. This is why you fucking give him a fucking swirly, dude.
Yeah,
True.
no one
I'm a
else is
senior.
going
I'm
to.
legally not allowed to get a
That
swirly.
seems fucking horrible, not gonna lie.
I know.
A swirly seems so mean.
It's so mean.
Cause not only is it like toilet water, it's just they're gonna be wet for like the rest of the day.
Yeah, there's like
Oh.
evidence of it.
Cause who
Yeah,
the
it's-
fuck brings a
School
towel
restrooms
to
are the
school?
worst.
Yeah, and who the fuck brings a towel to fucking school? Unless
When
they
you have
they're
yeah, unless you've got like swim day or something like that. The school's got a pool.
or you just get swirlied every other day.
Yeah.
You just start bringing the towel and it's like, haha.
Okay, Nick's been gone for a while, so I'm actually gonna go get some water and maybe something to eat for a little bit.
Well,
I
look,
love
if you
that.
don't have your towel, that's your fault. You know, you didn't read
At that
Hitchhiker's.
point, yeah.
I mean, did you
Let's
not
do some
read
victim blaming
Hitchhikers?
too.
Come on. Always bring your
Yeah.
towel. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I graduated high school in '99, so I got to see some really old school bullying. So it was a lot of fun.
I graduated high school in 2013, I believe.
I'm graduating high school 21 years later than you, Bert.
But that's okay. Like I said, I'm old and sick. It's pretty-
And Nick was born in '99.
This is really sad because I do have dice older than you guys.
Oh, I was born in '96. And
Yeah.
I
I
was
was
born in
oldest
2002. I was born in 2002.
Holy crap! I first played D&D in '92.
Jeez.
But I'm not that old. I'm 38, which was
Yeah, that's
probably
not that
you guys.
bad. It just seems
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, you could be 50. Where
I might as
at
well
that
be.
point,
I feel like it.
oh god, I'm 20. I don't even know what. I'm like 23, and I feel like I'm already 60.
You forgot how old you were.
Yeah, I really do. That's the whole like feeling like 60 part.
Hello, I'm back.
Hi.
Hello.
We were
Sorry
talking
for
about
that.
we were talking about. Oh, Alex is still gone. We have to wait.
Oh, fantastic.
We were talking about how I'm graduating 21 years after Vern graduated high school, and he
Yikes.
graduated the year you were born.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, I'm pretty old, you know. Pretty,
Oldie.
pretty old.
20.
20-ish, you know. Pretty old.
20. I'm calling 20. Nick is exactly 20 years old.
I am exactly 20 years
You
old.
are correct.
Well done.
You want? I know this because you called me out on saying I was old, and you're like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, 23, and you're like,
I'm 20.
Meanwhile, Nick's like, I'm old. I'm 20.
I mean, once you hit that
To me.
second decade, I feel like all your bones just say, "Yeah, we're not working."
I
properly."
mean,
My
they've
mom did that
been
when I-
doing that since I was 12, but
Well,
Yes,
the good
but-
news is you recover really well under 35, and then like as you turn 35, it doesn't
Not if
work
you
that
got
way anymore.
scoliosis.
Really, so. Yeah, well, you know, genetic medical issues aside.
God,
I
I
got
don't know
that
what I did on Wednesday or before, but my body, like all my joints are screaming for some reason,
yikes.
and I don't know why.
All I know is I've begun my shoulders like Cabrakan workout today, so I'm very excited. Because I'm
already-
doing this exclusively to cosplay Fat Loki
Mhm.
Cabracken.
That's exclusively what you're doing it for.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm very excited. I'm very
Fat
excited.
Loki's really good, but you know I had to do it to him. That's what I'm going as for Halloween. I'm just gonna get like the polo shirt,
Oh, I'm
fucking
not. I'm
sweater around.
I'm not
and I'm
doing
just
it for
gonna
Halloween.
I'm just smiling like, you know I had to do it to him.
Hee hee. No, I can't get like Cabracken in like. What are you doing?
You can do it if you just say goodbye to all studies and also health.
Yeah, no.
If you tear your muscles and then let them heal, they'll come back stronger. I swear.
That's
I mean,
that's
that
how
kinda is how it
exercising
works.
works.
That is how it works. That really maybe not tearing, because tearing is like a big problem. But that is kind of how it works. How the body works in general. If you hurt yourself, you technically do get stronger.
Yeah.
If you hit yourself and you get hurt, are you weak or are you strong?
It means
That's
your
not
attack
right.
stat is bigger than your defense stat.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a really good answer for that.
Oh Jesus!
It's,
I wasn't
or
expecting
D&D,
the.
Hey,
Or
what's up?
D&D,
I'm
you
back.
can easily hit your AC.
Mhm.
That makes sense. I
if
do
you hit
have a low
yourself-
AC.
God knows. You me and Nick have low AC. 'Cause
we're
both
we're
the kind of guy to take the punch and be like, "What was that?
why?
Come on, let me teach you how to punch."
And then I miss because they have a high AC,
They
and I
have
have
a
a
high
low
AC.
attack stat. But anyways, let us get into the game, shall we? I didn't
Let's
add
just-
any actual music, so
Let's just jump into it.
I'm gonna be looking for music on stream. Let's go.
Just give us some combat bongos.
Combat
Make sure it's
bongos.
copywritten.
Oh yeah, of course. Can we get some town ambiance? That could be cool. Wait.
There's
You
not
should
enough
totally
horses.
do the Tangled theme
Well,
when they go in the.
No, we can't do that.
I know, that
anymore.
makes me sad.
We used to be able to back in my day.
We used to have the power of gods.
And then we'll strip down to mere mortals. Town.
Okay. Town.
That's what I typed.
Town.
Perfect. I did it.
Who needs chat when you have roll 20?
Honestly. So, you all.
Hey man, chat is public. Roll 20 is private. We can have our own jokes and shit. And roll 20.
I
No,
hope
not if
that's true.
you
Bro,
can
well,
see
you-
it on the side. Oh, I guess
They can definitely see what you're typing in Roll20.
Well, yes, but they can't respond. I can ignore them. I
All
don't
right.
want to, but I can.
So, you all
Hello.
are making your way through the city of Rosvalentar on a fairly warm day. The temperature never really changes from where it is at the moment. You're not really taught why. You just kind of assume that's the regional weather. But
Like California.
yeah, while you all are out on your various tasks, some of you performing, let's roll a d20, everybody. First roll of the night.
All of us?
Yeah, everyone roll a d20, just a straight d20. Oh,
Hey.
holy fuck.
Hey.
No.
Hey, not bad. Not fucking bad.
So,
I
I'm
died.
I'm gonna attempt to say your name, Ramazi.
Hey, you got it.
Okay, you were out doing your thing, and you return back to the guild. And the front door's closed as it normally is, but there's no noise. According to your passive perception, you don't hear anything on the inside.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take my big crate of minnows that I was catching to brew into beer, and I'm gonna open the door, look around.
As you
Do I
op-
have dark
sorry.
vision? Hold on.
as a lizard folk, no, I don't think you do.
Okay, I do not.
As you open it up, it's well lit. It's the guild, you know. There's people who come in and out. It seconds as like a tavern. That's how you make some of your money back, other than like missions and other things. And lights are on. There's drinks and food out on the tables, but not a single soul resides inside.
I'll walk in and I'll inspect the food. Like, it looks abandoned or scruffed around. Like, what's this room looking like?
So a lot of it is like the food that's normally eaten with like a fork or a knife or whatever. Make an investigation check, actually. See how your detective skills are.
Probably not very good. I'm rocking at goose egg intelligence.
Ah, fantastic.
11.
11. You assume someone was probably in the middle of eating this and then they just stopped.
All right,
Maybe
well,
got up
since
and
I'm
left,
an
or-
opportunist as far as food goes, I'm gonna eat some and then try to find out what's happening.
Alright. You just like lift up the like steak that was cooked for them. It's kind of cold, but it's actually still kind of warm.
I kind of prefer it cold, so.
That makes sense. You just scarf it
Yeah,
down.
I'll kind of wait a minute to see if like people are. Maybe it's my birthday and I don't know it.
Okay.
So I want to chill.
So you just hang out. You just hang out. So Riggs, you are currently dragging Aldrich by the back of his armor, and you're
Like,
walking back
reaching
towards
up
the guild.
to do.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, no,
Therefore-
he's like being drugged on the ground, so he's
Oh,
like
so
on his
it's like-
back. You were partially asleep,
Cool.
and she just drug you out of the house like down the stairs, like. Boom, boom, boom.
Please,
No,
please, I can walk. Please.
no,
Okay.
you won't. You'll walk and go back to bed.
All right, and as
I-
as you say this,
I-
you see the door slightly ajar, but none of you hear the usual sounds of merriment that come with the guild. Oh, I forgot to mention, on the front of the 2-story building is like a sign, and it's got a bunch of like white splintered boards all over it, and it says Scale Splinter on the top. But yeah.
I stand up.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
let him
dust
stand
off.
up. You first.
And you open up the door, Aldrich, and there is no one except for Ramazi
Hey, dude.
inside.
I just went, hey, dude. What's up?
What is it?
Hello, Ramazi finds food. I continue to eat.
All right,
What?
he walks over to another plate and grabs their food and just like shovels it down his throat.
You wanna drink
It
with
is
that?
possibly Ramazi's birthday, so do not ruin the surprise, please.
You know what? Drink on the house. I just kind of hop over the bar.
Make an acrobat. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you easily do. You kind of like bump your guitar. Oh, by the way, please describe yourselves. We'll start with Ramazi first.
Ramazi's a very large lizard folk dude. Pretty in shape. He mostly only gets carbs from the brew that he makes. So, you know, he's cut. Kind of simple. He doesn't wear much clothing because he's a monk. And he's learned how to fight just basically from his clan. They don't really like to use weapons more complicated than a club. So, you know, he joined the guild to just see other people. And he's kind of simple, unfortunately, and it shows.
All right, Aldrich.
He's a red dragonborn. Pretty tall. As tall as I can make him.
So like
So about-
7 foot.
7'11".
Oh, okay,
Which is
7'11".
border-
Okay.
Borderline.
Borderline 8 feet tall.
Borderline. Because 8 feet starts being large.
No, it doesn't. But
Oh, then I'm 8 feet tall.
okay, you're 8 feet tall then.
He has this fucking guitar that is proportionate to him. Wearing just, you know, and like in the picture, he has like that puffy like bit around his neck.
They can't see the picture, unfortunately. I could
Oh.
actually drag those out for everyone.
Yes. Thank you. I think I could too. There it is. There's two.
Cool.
Ah,
Fool, there is only one.
pretty much just close to you in the picture.
Riggs, describe yourself.
I am a very tall kobold.
How tall is that?
Um, I would say like 4'6",
Okay, really tall
which
kobold.
is a really, really tall kobold.
That is.
I'm actually probably taller than that. I'm probably 4'7"-ish, a little shorter than 5 foot.
Okay. And
Very,
then,
very tall kobold.
as you guys are having this discussion, walking through the doorway, Maddie, please describe your character.
Oh, so she walked in front of me to walk in because I was shouting at Aldrich back and then.
Yeah.
Like, is everything okay?
You didn't really
I just-
notice it up until she's in front of you, because she's taller than you.
He.
Oh, he. Okay, my bad.
Oh.
My bad for
Boy.
assuming. It be a boy.
It's
I
your boy.
you see this like kind of shadowy figure, but also like slightly outgoing. Like it's like a really weird mixture of a person, dressed up as like what you assume would be like a magician. It's a very odd mix. And you have really like bright red eyes. And surprisingly short because known to play short characters. So he's only like 5 foot tall.
Alright. And yeah, you notice immediately. You were just gonna walk in. You weren't really thinking about it, as you normally do. And there's no one except for the people here present in
I'm
your
just
guild.
serving a drink right now.
He is serving a drink.
I'll hand the drink to Ramaze. I'm like, here, on me.
As I
Oh,
walk
yeah,
in, I
I'll
just
do.
see this interaction of them just drinking and like no one around. I'm just like,
Just,
where the fuck is everyone?
I'm gonna
There's a
trust
problem.
my friend here.
Yes. We are waiting for a birthday surprise.
I'm gonna trust him. He hasn't
This
lied
is
to me before.
probably- Oh, I lie to you all the time.
Okay.
Can I roll insight?
You believe him.
Riz will walk in behind.
Nah, you believe him. You don't need to roll.
Yeah, Riz will walk in behind Tural. Kind of hiding behind. Not very successfully, but you know. Did something blow up?
What?
Yes.
Sounds accurate to me.
Yes. It's on fire. Riggs, everything is on fire. Oh my god.
I can make it
What are
more
we
on
gonna do?
fire as she starts summoning. Fucking, oh
Please
God,
do
I
not
hate
make it
myself.
more on fire. That would be greatly appreciated.
She puts down her hand.
Ramada wasn't too concerned at first, but considering it's just you guys,
What do you mean,
Yes.
just us?
I'm wondering, not to pass judgment, but where's the, guild members?
We're guild members too. We have jobs.
I'm
Yeah,
going.
but there's
I'm
no
going
one
to check
else
the
around.
upstairs. I'm just gonna be like. I just run upstairs.
Oh yeah, well,
Taking
you-
responsibility again. Get him.
Yeah, as you run upstairs, you don't see anything. In the halls, no
I
one is exiting
I
your
kind
room.
of start yelling, "Hello?
Your
Hello?
Hello?
familiar voice in your head responds, "Hello."
Oh, how's it going, man? How you feeling?"
I'd
You're not
feel a
gonna go
lot
around?
better if I was not on your back.
All right. Don't get stupid with me. Is anybody around,
He
or is it literally just us?
there's a pause, and he says, "Yes, it's just us. Your friends downstairs are an illusion. It is only you."
I walk up behind. Or no, I guess I can't hear. Never mind.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Well, you can't. You're not one upstairs or two in his
Yeah.
head.
I'm just gonna
Thanks, Dad.
go into like the main one of the rooms, find something and just yoink it on, like studded or not studded, hide armor.
Oh,
open
you
up
just
mine.
just walk into someone's room and then just yeet their armor off of like the mannequin. All right.
It's like,
The armor stand.
The leader's room. He might be around.
yeah,
You haven't
I will check that.
All right. As you open up the door, nothing. But there is like a pen and like ink spattered across a page.
I check what he was writing before.
Dear mother, and that's all. And then the ink is like spattered
Okay.
everywhere.
Okay. It's just like the Fallout thing that people do with mods, where it's like, it's a fucking like, not like an audio recording. It's just a written recording, and it cuts off in the middle.
Kind of.
Really weirdly.
It looked like there was about to be something on like the where you would naturally put the next line of wording, but then it looks like the pen just hit and the ink spilled everywhere.
Fuck. I check to see ledgers or anything. See
Alright.
if there's any like books that say, yeah, we're like moving or something.
There's nothing like that. As you check the ledgers, everything is as was stated previously. Nothing has changed.
Fuck, I was getting paid today.
Yeah, you were.
Shit.
I was just like, shit.
Sucks. Hey,
Heard
Bristol,
about not
Check-
getting
check-
paid.
make her way around the room with the groceries she's carrying and start to put them away.
all right. You walk back into the kitchen and you just, or no. You walk back to the areas where the fight pits normally take place. It's not in the building, but you walk outside in the back and there's like, not like a shed, but it's like an outdoor arena almost. And you just walk up to basically like a cupboard that's out in the center of the alleyway, basically. You just throw the bandages in there.
Well, that's my overtime.
All right,
I'm gonna walk back in.
all right.
Starting to think this is not a birthday surprise.
Is
Next
it even your
lockdown.
birthday today?
I don't even know when I was hatched.
Come up to him and I'm like,
That's a really good point.
sorry, buddy, I really don't think it's your birthday.
We should
Yeah.
maybe go see outside. Maybe who is in?
There's
Who's
no one out there. I just looked.
I mean, it could still be your birthday,
Oh,
but
yeah?
I don't think they're planning anything. So
I don't like
What was
cake
upstairs?
anyway.
nothing at all.
That
Just
doesn't
What do you
sound
need?
very.
Nothing.
Just kind of like nothing at all.
Dusting off the
Doesn't
new
sound
hide
very
armor that he
convincing.
didn't have before.
Ah, that's what you mean by nothing.
I mean, no, I mean literally nobody was up there.
Yeah, but
Well-
nothing means nothing as in objects.
Yes, of
So
course.
you lied.
Of course,
You
Turret.
lied.
The whole second floor was obliterated. It's gone. This is a one-story building.
This is now a one-story building.
There's nobody up there. Just like rooms and stuff. And old guildmaster was running something, and yeah, it's like the pen fell basically.
Weird.
So you
Did it look like someone stopped him from writing?
Kind of, maybe. It was just the ink like splattered around, like the ink well fell like down. There was no struggle around.
I wonder if this is the phalanx his blade's doing.
I wonder if
Get
it's
ahead.
just some sort of elaborate prank.
Right.
be kinda
Like
funny.
they're pranking us or something because I don't know. They do weird shit.
Wouldn't be the first time somebody's pranked me.
Won't be the last
Ooh.
either.
I do that for a career. So
She does. She in fact does. It's very nice.
He,
sorry.
anyways.
is there a known bit of history between guilds heavily messing with one another?
Not heavily, but the more mischievous members of guilds will fuck with you, but in very like small ways.
Yeah. Busy street that we're on. Like I know you said this district has like most of the active stuff.
Yeah, the streets are normally pretty busy, but it's a Monday, so it's real slow. But there's still people. There's still people making their way through, but it's not as bustling because it's still relatively early in the morning.
I'm gonna go outside and look over the building. Like, do we have like full alleyway access and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do a little patrol just to see if I can notice anything.
I'll follow behind Ramazi.
I shall do the same.
Make perception checks.
I will stick with the
There's-
big lizard boy.
I will also follow. Sorry, I was putting the hoodie on.
Well done.
Ooh, I got a +5 to my perception. That's cool.
So do I.
I do not.
Well done. Oh, good job, Maddie.
Yeah.
Maddie's gonna see whatever the fuck it is.
I'm like, hello.
Oh, we got a
Those are pretty
new
good.
follower.
Yeah, and I got like an enhanced sense of smell or something for being a lizard dude.
And
So
don't forget to change your thing too, so that way the text is
Oh.
also.
So as you guys are making your way through the perimeter, bit of a patrol like walk, there is nothing unusual. Not even scuffs or unusual traffic. Nothing. Big.
I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
I'm getting many bad feelings about this.
Hmm.
Many. I need to catch up.
God damn it.
that's in character too.
Oh yeah.
He just chuckles legitimately, genuinely at that one.
I'm gonna start making my way towards. I just said it, but then I fucking lost the pin that I had. The other guild I mentioned by name. How about Phalanx's Blades?
Phalanx's Blades. Alright. You,
We going over there together, or
I need
don't
to
know
stop
if you wanted
Riggs
to
from
follow.
starting a fight.
I'm all
not
interested
gonna
in
start
starting
a
a
fight.
fight.
If they
Okay,
happen to
then-
walk into the fire I cast, that's their problem.
Yeah, if they happen to
I
have
They're
need
the ones on fire.
there you go, Maddie. It's at the top of your character sheet now. Alright, so are you all following her to Phalanx's Blade?
Yeah.
Alright. As you approach the familiar to you all, because you've seen it, you walk down a couple streets, make a few turns, rights and lefts, and you see a sign up front that has the head of a dragonborn in front of like a wall of blades, Phalanx's Blades. And you see standing out front the familiar. You never know the name because it switches out, but they're all in the same sort of armor. Like a heavily armored dragonborn sits in the front and just kind of like looks at you all, sees who you are, and then kind of nods.
I just take out the guitar and start like picking the whole way. I'm just playing a little bit, just you know.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm just gonna walk in.
Alright, as you walk in, you see many kobold, lizard folk, and dragonborn sitting around bars and other things, just, you know, doing their thing. A lot of guild members. It's pretty easy to tell. They have very distinctly colored armor. It's like, basically imagine like bright light blue armor with like outlinings of red. That's what their armor looks like.
I just kind of say hi to the guys.
They
I
all
like to
turn
think
around and they're
Aldrich-
like, hey!
I like to think Aldrich doesn't drink at the guild because he likes to keep his job.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
So he's just
they're
like, hey guys.
all of the members of Phalanx's Blades are chromatic dragonborns, so you fit in extremely well with this crowd. And yeah, they
I
all
feel like
wave
we
and
know
kind of
her.
say hi.
I like lean over and I'm like, so not everyone's gone. Just our
Well,
guild.
no, because I bought supplies from someone else today already.
Yeah, but another
Oh,
guild
oh.
wasn't messed with.
I'll go
That's
ask.
the point.
I'll go ask. You guys investigate? I'll just go to the bartender.
Investigate what?
I don't
Grizzle
know.
just kind of
Ask around.
blink at you. Do you really want me snooping around?
Yeah.
Okay. I go and I snoop.
Okay.
The lizard has a point. I do not disagree with the man who could punch my head off.
As Aldrich walks away.
Has Riggs just kind of eyes the spear on her own back.
Then, so you make your way up to the bartender, who is a black scale dragonborn. Had 2 horns at one point. No longer has those because they were clearly broken off. Real grizzled looking female dragonborn. As you approach, she says, "You here for another drink?"
Yeah, give me one.
All
You know what?
right.
I just sit down. You know what? Yeah.
On the house.
gonna-
And she
Okay,
slides
I
a
want to
drink
go up
you.
to the bar, and I want to make a deal with the bartender.
Alright.
I'm gonna say, listen, if I show you this entire deck of cards, and you pick one, and I tell you what it is without looking at it, you owe me a drink.
She goes, "Just take the drink. I already know you're gonna win this game.
I know your stick.
We've
Just take the
we've
fucking-
played this game a few times. Just take the drink."
Thank
So
She slides.
I
it
just
over.
put like a gold piece on the table. Do you know about anything that happened at Splinters? I forgot the name.
Other than you guys coming in to get a drink, nah. She takes the gold.
Damn,
It's
I was gonna
just-
try to
I-
speak it, but I didn't.
It's just a lot of people just went missing.
Oh
Like-
shit,
I don't say
Everyone?
all of them. I don't say everybody. I just say a lot.
that sucks. Mass
It really
like
does, honestly.
mass mission and people not coming back, or just in the middle.
We just got there and like there were a few people here and there, but
Huh.
it's mostly empty.
That's
Even the guildmasters isn't there.
oh shit. He normally hangs around there so long he starts to smell.
Hey,
He really does.
EM, oh
He
god,
really
I have a
fucking
question.
does.
Yeah. What's up,
Have
Maddie?
we ever, or do I know of any conflict that we've ever had with surrounding guilds?
You've come in. You've butted heads specifically with Phalanx's blades, just because they're a lot more hot-headed than other guilds. But other than that, like you guys have competed in like guild competitions and other things, so you've had not.
But we don't have like any enemies per se.
There's no enemies per se, but I mean, if anything, Phalanx's blades could be considered one, but you're still pretty cool with them. Just
We're like rivals.
yeah, very intense rivals. And the two of you who are snooping, what kind of snooping?
That's
Like
a really
listening
good
to
question.
conversations, trying to sneak peeks at ledgers.
I suppose Riggs will probably do the eavesdropping.
Okay, make a perception check. What about you, Ramazi?
I'm gonna say I'm not too much snooping as much as reading the room. I mean, I'd ask for an insight check, but I'm picking up that they don't really seem too concerned that we're here, so I'm gonna make that like maybe I'm gonna try to spot somebody who might be a little concerned that we're here. Can I do that?
Yeah, roll an insight check. And Riggs, you hear a lot of gossiping, as you normally.
Ooh, that 20.
God, I wish I could give you something with that. No, everyone here seems
Yeah.
extremely calm. They're just enjoying their day.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave since I don't like these guys.
Ramazi leaves. And Riggs, yeah, you hear a lot of gossip, their guild conversations, a lot of things about like missions and other things, but you're not getting anything like juicy.
Okay.
No tea spilled.
No tea has been spilled.
I keep drinking my drink. I
Alright.
look at Tehran. It's like, all right, show me that card trick again. I
Me?
want to learn it. Yeah, I'm just like, show that shit.
I ain't gonna teach you. But you can try to watch.
Yeah, do it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Perform.
Well, sleight of hand. This isn't a performance.
Oh.
All right. What's your passive perception, Aldrich?
My passive perception is 11.
The trick goes off flawlessly. She somehow knows the card that you chose out of the full deck of cards. You.
You're lucky. I normally charge a silver piece for that, so you just got a free performance. What can I say?
Well, you normally pay him for being your assistant, so.
Yeah. I thought we had a deal.
We have a deal. But I'm just saying. I wouldn't charge you a silver piece, but I charge everyone else a silver piece. Sometimes if they're being bitches, they charge them 5 silver pieces. So. Depends.
Fair enough.
That makes sense.
I finished my drink. It's like, well, keep me updated.
Alright.
Next time, you know.
Take it easy,
you see
sweetie.
the boys.
Shit about that sucks. She says as she kind of like waves you off as you gather your stuff and leave. And Damon, in your head, says, my, just such a fine crowd of dragon people.
Just in my head. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're really fun on Thursdays.
Specifically.
Specifically Thursdays nights. That's when like all the missions come back and mwah. Yeah, fights. You have fucking the stage is free because nobody wants to get on because they feel like they're gonna get a chair thrown at them. It's great.
Ah, yes. He says.
I know.
The voice kind of like fades from the back of your mind. All right, Maddie
Yeah, Rick will
is.
be leaving as well. Not long behind Ramasi.
All right, you turn around, Aldrich, and as you leave, everyone's gone. Turiel, you're the last one in. Do you leave? Do you?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna head out. I noticed, like, I just gotta sit there and I'm just like drinking and I'm just like chilling. Like, I'm not saying anything and then I just like, shit, maybe I should leave.
You take off. All
Last
right.
spot,
Warp.
Riggs. This is kind of boring, but maybe they're at the hospital. Someone get a splinter.
We have clerics.
The scale splinter.
I don't want a splinter.
Do you have
No,
one? I
they-
can take
they
it
suck.
out.
They really suck. Me too, honestly.
You'd probably use mend and make it there forever. Just was a hunch.
We could check.
We
I
have
mean,
clerics.
Yeah, but clerics don't.
And they knew I was
always-
coming back.
Riggs,
What?
do we lose anything by checking?
Time?
Yeah, but we-
time.
Yeah.
If it's urgent.
Well, I'll go check the hospital. You guys, what else should we look? Where?
I'll check the hospital with you. I think
Okay.
that's a good idea.
I think that's an awful idea,
As
but that's just.
Turiel says, appearing behind you.
Oh, hello.
There's many places to look. Many places in town.
I am actually going to check. They never let me in, but the Tower of Gratification is an idea. I don't know if it's just a large party or something.
I just put my hand on Rick's shoulder. No.
They
They
never
won't
let
let
me
you
in.
in.
No,
No.
I don't know why. It's just a spa.
Do you know what a bird and a bee is?
Yes.
What are they?
Animals.
Then no, you're not ready to go in there.
Well, fine. A bee's an insect then.
No, you're still not ready to go in there.
But it's just a spa.
Honey, don't worry about it. You're not
Don't
ready to go in
honey
there.
me.
I'm honeying
It's just
you.
a spa.
I'm going to
But
honey you.
they're probably there. I've heard it's really popular.
Popular because of the bird and bee that you're not
Yes,
allowed to
I
see
guess
yet.
Bird
it's a
and
really
the
good
bee.
show then.
Yeah, but you're not
Yeah,
allowed to
there
see
are shows in there, indeed. I'll get that.
it. There are really good
No,
shows.
but like they're
I would
probably
know.
there. Like
You know what?
we do end up
I
finding
will
some
take-
people
I'll
over
take
there
one
from
for
the
the
night
team.
over. If
I'll
there was
take
like
one
a
for the
party
team,
last
and I'll
night.
go
that we-
by myself
No, I'm coming
and
with.
go look there. No, you
No, I'm
can't.
Oh
coming
yeah. So totally,
No.
Terrell. You'll take one for the team.
Oh, I
What does that
That's
mean?
all I have to say.
What does that mean? It's not dangerous.
It's more like he's giving one to the team, but that's different.
It's not dangerous, but do you know the code word?
There's
They have a
code word.
password.
Is that why they won't let me in?
Yeah, it's
Is there a
cloaca.
code word? It's
You have
what?
to explain what a bird and a bee is.
Yeah.
A bird is an animal and a bee is an insect. I don't understand what they have in common other than
It's
a
a-
bee.
Riggs, it's a riddle. Figure it out.
Huh.
Just let Terrell go on his own.
No, I'm going with.
I have no idea why she's not just saying this, but she's typing in chat.
Yeah, it's expensive, and we have to pay.
Rent.
No, you're paying rent next.
No.
No. I'm going, and I'm gonna start walking over by where I know it is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I'm
interrupt.
not going to the Tower of Gratification.
All right, Turiel and Riggs head their way to the Tower of Gratification. Fantastic. And you two head over to the hospital.
And I will
Wait,
say to
Rex is
Terrell,
coming with
I do
me?
know what it is, but it makes Aldrich feel better if I pretend that I don't know that's a brothel. It makes
Yeah,
him
I
feel
know.
better if he thinks I
Oh
don't
wait, are
know.
you telling me this?
Yeah, I'm telling you this as we walk away.
Okay.
It makes him feel better if he thinks I don't know.
Yeah, but are you legitimately allowed in, or
No, I'm too young.
so am I sneaking you in, or?
I'm gonna walk in, but they don't have to know that I'm too
No,
young.
but I'm saying I can sneak.
No,
you
I
in
can
if
just
I'm-
walk in. It's not like they're gonna check me for anything. It's also a spa.
Yeah, but they still might check you. That's you.
I can stab them if they try. I say, pulling
I'd
out
rather
my
you not
spear.
just stab people randomly.
Okay, let's see. I have this fire thing I can do. I have a lightning thing I can do.
I have a disguise kit.
Uh-huh.
Kind of blinks. I can make a really loud sound.
Yeah, and
That'll,
I have a
like-
disguise kit.
She blinks again. I can make a spear appear, and it's like a magic spear. I don't have to hold.
Listen, I can literally clean something just by saying. But you know what?
Hmm I
have
can
a
make it
disguise
really
kit.
cloudy.
I can
Anyways,
put you to sleep if you don't shut up. So. let's
Take your dicks. This pissing contest is over.
anyways, over at St. Hollow's Hospital, you guys approach and walk through the entrance. Obviously, no one's stopping you. You see many Dragonborn, Lizardfolk, Kobold nurses walking around in like white wear, almost. But all of them have the symbol of all straw sort of just emblazoned on their robes, which is basically just like a symbol of a dragon in rose gold.
Aldrich, I despise people who wear the same outfits.
It's very. Ugh. It's very boring.
Too many uniforms in this town. Let's look around.
I'm gonna go talk to the front office and I'll meet up with you. Just
Okay.
asking stuff first.
All right.
I'm gonna just
Then-
kind of wander through and like look through rooms to see if I know anybody.
All right.
I will ask about Zalister Winchie,
All right. As you
our guild master.
as you approach, there's a small kobold with huge glasses at the front desk, and they say, "Yes."
Hi, I'm looking for Zalister Winchie.
All
And,
right.
Winter.
One moment. And he opens up a book and starts flipping through it. Are you hoping they're here? He was checked in
Yeah.
2 months ago.
For
but
what?
no- 2 months ago?
Yeah, he's
Uh,
for what?
for broken ribs.
Oh.
There was a big fight at the guilds. Or something. I don't know.
I remember that one.
Yes, but other than that, no recent entries. He kind of like slams the book shut.
I keep asking about other guild members' names.
Alright. As you're doing that, Ramazi, you make your way through the first floor. Don't recognize anybody. You're very quick as a monk, so this doesn't take you half as long as it should anyone else. And
Right.
you make your way up, second floor, checking, no one's there. Third floor, no
Alright.
one there.
Yeah, I'll give up halfway through because I'm pretty sure Aldrich could probably figure out more stuff talking. So, you know,
That makes
I'll
sense.
speed through, dodging people.
Alright, makes sense. And you're there. I'll just, as you're kind of asking about the last guild member, you just see Ramazi out of the corner of your eye just like appear from the stairs.
I'm just like, nice.
Stuck the
Now
landing.
that's teamwork.
That's fucking teamwork.
Nobody in?
No one,
Hmm.
nothing out of place anyway.
I asked if there's been any like diseases recently, like any outbreak of anything.
No outbreaks or plagues or anything like that.
What, you think they sneezed and vanished?
That's what I was thinking.
Happened to the Dwemer.
Well, I
That's-
can't argue with
Take 15 points of psychic damage.
I'll do it.
No.
That was a good
That was a good one.
That's some fucking Elder Scrolls lore, baby.
Woo!
Alright, well, where to next?
We could check the stables and see if like any horses have been taken. The
Meanwhile, at the Tower of Gravity. So you all approach the like fine marble tower that spans up and up and up and up and up, and it's like got red sort of flags with its name on it, all that good stuff. And as you approach, have you disguised Riggs at all, or does Riggs still look like she does?
Riggs still looks like she does.
All right. As you approach, there's a large dragonborn man at the front. He just kind of like looks at you both, nods.
Riggs walks in.
Let this in?
They don't. This is like, he's here to determine if you're too shady to go in, and then once you get in there, to go to either the spa or the other area, you have to
He doesn't
request
think
it
it's shady.
specifically. No, you're in a fucking magician costume right now.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
You're a fucking magician. They're like, wow, this is the only way you're gonna get laid.
Ta-da!
You pull out a condom from the deck of cards. Was this your card?
Pick one.
Sorry, Ramazi, what were you saying?
A bunch of different sizes.
I didn't say anything, I was
Pick your
just making
card.
a
Okay.
quip.
So you guys enter, and it's like a super fancy like club in here, and you see. Let's see if you know anybody. You don't see any of your friends here, but you do see the owner of the Tower of Gratification. You see him there. You recognize him, Toriel. His name is. Oh God, sorry. I need to look at my notes.
Fair enough.
His name is Business.
Business?
No, Business.
Uh-huh.
Biz space Niz.
Yes. He's like a void black skin tone tiefling with bright golden eyes and bright gold horns that shoot upwards from the eyebrows. So like from here, just straight up. And he is wearing a bright golden suit with piercings in his ears and down his tail. And he's just sort of waving his arms around like he does, you know, very like hand talking to someone at the bar. Yes, that's totally how you spell it. That is now how you spell it.
This has devolved now into figuring out spelling
Uh,
business.
Turiel, you do know
Yes.
that there is a a pink colored kobold. It's basically paint that she puts to her scales to make them pink because there's no such thing as a pink kobold. But she's the one who basically differentiates if you're here for a spa or a night day, morning of entertainment.
An hour.
Yeah. Depends on how much you're willing to pay.
Yeah.
How much you're willing to play, how many you want.
I walk up to her and I go,
I follow.
alright.
She's like, ah, hey Toriel,
I've been here before, so.
how you doing?
Like, hey,
I know you.
listen, I'm gonna make a deal with you right now. If I can, if you can pick a card out of here and I can tell you what it is,
Toriel, I'm not playing the game.
I get to go in there for free.
No,
Why aren't you playing the game?
I played this once. I lost. I don't lose
Play it
twice.
and try to win?
No. I almost got fired. So let's not do that. Are you here for a spa or the usual?
The usual. I'm
The
looking up
usual.
tutorial at this point. Or
The
not
usual?
looking up, I'm actually making eye contact. I'm like, what's happening here?
And she's like, alright.
Back and I'm just like, oh yeah, the usual. Why would I want a spa? What? That's gay.
Alright. Alright,
Sounds
how
nice.
many
What?
companions are you looking for this time
Oh
around?
my god, what the fuck? It brings out to
It makes
take a
me
step back and kind
uncomfortable
of look like,
having this conversation with you
how
right
many
now.
times have you been here?
This is D&D.
How many times have you been here?
I just look, and then I just look back at the lady and I'm like, at least two.
Any preference of gender or species?
Oh,
We're-
yes.
We're here on
You know my
business. We're not. Turiel. I
Hey.
don't understand what the other guys meant.
Listen,
I know. I understand now what the other guys meant. You're not actually here to look for anybody.
We can't hear you, Maddie, but I imagine it's very witty what you're saying. It's extremely witty what she's saying right now.
wait, hold on, sorry.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna go check in there, and you're gonna go look in the spa.
But how
See?
can you do that if you are occupied? She's going to use the air quotes occupied for that entire time.
She's going to ask male or female.
I said, you know my preference.
Yeah, but Nick doesn't, because this is
Nick
just
doesn't? Well, it's gonna be female
Your
because I'm a male.
Okay, that makes sense. Straight, gotcha. And
Boils.
she marks it down. And she says, "For how long?"
Yeah, how long before you decide you want to get back to work? Reese is judging you, man. This teenager is judging you.
How big? Do I know how big the spa is?
You've never been there.
Okay.
You know what? I'm not the one
like,
paying
do I know
you,
how
so-
much? Do I know like what like the ratio is for like the time, like how much it costs?
It's 10 gold an hour per person.
And
Per
we start off
person.
with how much gold?
200.
I haven't. I put down 20 gold.
I have enough. She says.
Just no hesitation.
You slap down 20 gold and she hands you a room key and says, "Enjoy." And she looks down to you. The spa it is then.
It looks down. I'm the same. I'm like nearly the same height.
She's on a pedestal.
Oh.
She's at like a desk.
Got it.
And Toriel, you walk back to enjoy yourself.
I'm not okay. Talk to you in a little.
See you later,
In
bro.
a little
But-
2 hours?
No, 1 hour
1 hour.
with 2
Oh.
people.
1 hour too.
Oh, okay.
I don't mess around. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Right.
All right. What are you doing,
It's
Riggs?
just
Yeah, she's like, I assume it's the spa for you.
what the fuck just happened?
got
An-
No, I know what happened.
another another very fine customer is using our services.
You got
No,
this.
you're right. It is an
Wait.
ex. If
You
he's gonna
faintly-
go anywhere, it here makes sense.
You faintly hear from the door behind you. Toriel go. All right, we're gonna make a deal here.
And then the door shuts.
Yeah.
Do the condom trick.
Easy.
Easy.
Anyways.
If I win,
Um,
then I win.
Anyways.
at that point. Yes, the spa.
Alright, how long?
What?
How long are you wanting to be at the spa? We have different treatments according to the time you want to spend.
No, I just want to look. I'm looking for people, and I thought they might be here because they might have spent the night here.
2 gold pieces.
What?
2 gold pieces.
For the information, or for me to look around?
Look around. I don't know who
Oh.
went back there.
Oh,
It's confidential.
but you knew. Huh? I'm very confused. on
You
how
can
this
go
business
look.
runs. No, I'm not. She pulls out the 2 gold pieces, gives them. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm very confused on how this business runs, but that's not my business anyway.
I'm not gonna go around shouting to all the other customers if you bought a prostitute for an hour.
Well, I just. Okay.
Go.
Okay.
And you walk down a long, very fancy corridor, and then you approach a very nice-looking spa. And you see people getting the spa treatments, so massages and other things. And there's a giant hot springs at
Mhm.
some point. You don't recognize anyone in there
Okay.
from your guild, at least.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there any other places to look, or?
Not that you're allowed in,
Mm,
because
damn,
there's
I'm
the
not playing the rogue.
no.
I am. And I'm in there doing my card tricks, you know what I'm saying? Playing a guy is so fun.
Or
Eh.
just playing a charismatic character.
Yeah.
Okay. She's not gonna try and get kicked out.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, your search comes up uneventful. And where are you going after this?
How long did this first take her?
Like 15 minutes.
So, she'll
Good.
head back.
Could wait in the bar.
The Gobo lady.
Oh, okay.
She goes, look, I just need to know if any of them have been here because I can't find them
Who?
and I need to be paid.
Who?
And, we are the, something splinters. We are indeed.
Scale Splinter?
Scale splinters,
Scale
that's it.
Splinter.
Scale splinter. Scale splinter. Guild. Any of them? You don't have to tell me who, it's just any of them have been here and when you saw the blast.
She's flipping through a book. The most recent is Turiel. After that is Turiel. After that, about 2 days
Turiel?
ago.
2 days ago. How many of them were here?
Which means I was there a day ago.
Ooh, that could be. Sorry, what'd you say?
Does that mean that I was there a day ago then?
Yeah, you were there yesterday.
How many of them were here?
1.
Oh. That's too long ago because I saw them yesterday.
They were here
Well-
for a spa.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Take it easy.
I will go and I will sit at the bar, and she will sit there and debate whether or not she thinks she can get away with trying to buy alcohol.
You probably can.
She realizes she probably can.
Yeah. Drinking age is a little more lenient in medieval
18.
times.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
It's like 16.
Okay.
So yeah, you can get a drink if you so choose.
She will choose not to
Okay.
because there is still mystery and business afoot.
One moment. I need to use the restroom. I will literally be back in 30 seconds.
Okay.
What would we do if Nick needed to use a communal bathroom? Can we just think about that for a second? How much time we lose.
The dorm didn't have a bathroom.
Yeah, like if he had to use like a community bathroom.
Mhm.
Like, the amount of times he'd have to
Like a
run.
public one rather than
Yeah.
having a bathroom per
He has
dorm.
one in his own room, yeah.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fancy.
Yeah, the fucking dorms at the school I used to go to were actually literally fucking apartments. They had like full kitchens and
Mhm.
closets and fucking 2 bathrooms in
Oh.
them, and you shared like rooms within. There was a common area and shit. It was fucking way
That's
too
pretty
expensive though.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point Park's that way if you're an upperclassman.
I'm back, baby.
The stables. As we cut back to the to the second search party. You head over to Cal's Stables. You see sitting at the desk is a, well, roughly 7 foot tall, very like dopey looking furball who's just kind of sitting there, just like his feet like are elevated off. He's got like a straw hat on, weed in his mouth.
I'll let
He
you
just
take this,
nods.
Ramaza.
He nods as you enter. Like his hair is almost like it's like about to cover his eyes.
Is that order of Tim?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, horse meat. Am I?
You want to purchase horse meat?
Yeah. How much for a pony?
Cal kind of like looks for a second and then he goes, gold piece?
Oh wow, you're serious. No, we're here to wonder if you purchased any
I was just like,
the
whoa.
transportation.
Oh, any of you guys coming in recently buying stuff? Let me see.
Exactly. Yeah.
Flips through. Got one for a few days ago, buying out a couple horses. But I mean, those horses are back, so.
2 days ago is too long ago.
I don't know if we should look here anymore. My next guess is the barracks because everyone got arrested.
Not a terrible idea.
Not a bad idea. Sure.
Alright.
Yeah. Is that somewhere like close by, or are there like a couple different ones?
If you want to look at the main barracks, you'd have to go to the council district. But if you wanted to go to like a local one, you would probably. It's maybe a couple bucks
We
away.
could probably get away with going to a local one, and they'll tell us if there was any mass arrest.
That's true. If not, I think our next best go. Do you have any sort of relationship with Polonia Zalsor?
Let me read up the notes real quick.
It's one of the politicians. It seems like you're a talking top.
I could.
That's pretty confident.
It's just, I could.
Let's
But-
go talk to the lawman.
I fought the law, but the law won.
Alright, you, as you get to the barracks, Riggs, did you leave or you're waiting?
Yeah, I'll kind of wait and just kind of watch the crowd.
Okay, sounds good. You do that, and you arrive at the barracks. You see lots of Dragonborn, Lizardfolk, Kobold, even a few humans here or there, in armor, just kind of monitoring the jail cells and other things.
I asked about if there was any mass arrest from this Scale Splinter.
Nah, you boys have actually been keeping off of our lists as of late, so good job.
I hiss and walk off.
Alright, he's just like... It's a human, so he like recoils a little bit, like,
This object just kind of.
Alright.
And,
Talk to a politician. Bravo.
Should we pick people up? Should we all four go around there?
Yeah, before we go to the council district, because somebody needs to be wearing pants, and it's not going to be me.
It ain't me right now either.
You guys make your way back, and it's the end of your hour, Turiel. And you gather up your stuff, put your magician costume back on, and make your way out. And Riggs, you see Turiel exit.
I follow.
We need to pick up the child and the man whore.
Well done.
I just wanted to show them my magic tricks.
Whipping out your dick is not showing a magic trick.
I don't know, man.
A good move.
All right, and as you guys approach, you see them exit the tower.
I'll just wait outside.
Yeah, we knew where they were.
Yeah, you guys see them exit. So.
They let me in.
Congratulations.
Great job. You got a
They
beer?
weren't at the stables. Nothing seemed out of sorts with the barracks, so that no one was mass arrested this time.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, we didn't
I don't
really
know.
find anything in there either. As I like whip off
Oh.
like a bead of sweat off my forehead.
You also like tuck a bit of silver hair back into your
Yeah.
back into your hat.
We're going to talk to the politicians.
Well, maybe
Okay.
we should go find somebody who divines fortune tells or something.
You right?
You
Anything to not talk with the higher ups.
You could see
Yeah.
you could see Saint Hollow about that. You know, he's a fairly high level cleric.
We're gonna owe somebody though.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's anything like you would just pay him the like an amount of
I'd pay
money
him in
equal to the
magic.
spell's level, and then if there's any components that the spell would require, you have to provide it. It's like
could
paying
also-
someone to revivify
this.
or something like that.
I can
Yeah,
also
don't worry, I
just
got
give them
this.
a magic trick.
Yeah.
You've never tried it on Saint Hollow before, I assume.
I guess you spark fingers can take the lead on this.
All right,
Do
so
I know
you-
where he's at?
Yeah, you make your way back to St. Hollow's Hospital. He's always there. Probably just up and around, you just have to find him. Which you eventually do. Wow.
Okay.
Shocking. Everybody.
Alright, so I go up to this guy. And I'm like, hey, what's up, man?
Yes, my child, how may I help you? You see, as a copper,
What's up, man?
as a middle-aged copper dragonborn kind of turns around and has a very pleasant smile on his face, symbol of Austral, emblazoned on him, but he has very like golden white robes, so very much more like ornate, and he's got like a small like pope hat on.
Alright, so. But just to double check, like, what exactly am I asking him for?
Can
No,
you
just
do
to
magic
double
to
check.
find people? Yeah.
What happened
What?
to our guild?
Yeah, if he
They
has
got
any
arrested.
spells to help. Yeah. If
Okay.
he can find what happened.
Alright, listen. I got a deal with you. I'm gonna play this little game, okay?
Ah, a game.
I place down a gold piece, a singular gold piece down on a table. And I go, okay, listen. If I lay out a deck of cards and you pick one, and I'm able to tell you what it is without looking at it, you have to help me figure out what happened to our guild. But if not, you get this gold piece.
I care not about the material funds. I can attempt to help you with this regardless.
Can I show you my magic trick though?
Yes, of course. He kind of like smiles and plays along.
I got the same roll.
Roll insight checks.
Who, everyone?
Yeah, it's not for your trick.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Nice.
As the trick commences, he goes, "Ah, yes, that was well done. Riggs and Ramazi know he's faking his surprise to make Turiel feel better.
What
Like,
a powerful
he knew
man.
what was happening. He saw it all, but
Too kind of a soul.
yeah.
What a powerful man.
And he sits down and goes, "If you would but give me 10 minutes, I can ask the Gilded Queen if she's noticed anything awry." And he walks his way into like an empty room, and you watch as he sets out. He sets out like a little burning thing of incense, and the incense starts to fill the room. And he takes a vial of holy water out and like uncorks it, and then like dampens the carpet around him, and begins to like sprinkle some like crushed incense in sort of like in a certain pattern in the middle of the circle, and he sits in the center of it, and the incense just starts to like surround him in like
Does
a
she
cloud.
like go cross like
Yeah, similar to that. And you watch as the incense smoke actually like shoots into his nostrils and all dissipates, and his eyes open, but they are just a rose gold color. And he sits there for a moment. And he goes, "Unfortunately, the lady cannot discern what has happened to your guild."
Eldrick's just like, God damn it.
Hmm.
Wrong place.
Nick.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Do I know a good way to contact my god other than just like, you know, saying shit in the heat of like battle or anything like that? Because I know there's no formal.
I mean, there are spells to communicate to your god, or you can just say a prayer. Because I think
I do
there's...
kinda
I don't think I'm
by
high enough level to
myself.
have divination. Yeah.
Hold up. I think you can have augury at this level.
I totally didn't even think about augury.
Wheel and woe.
That-
Wheel,
I kinda
woe,
think
wheel
that's,
and woe, or nothing.
I kind of
Yeah.
like go off to the side, and I'm like, I mumble to myself like, I really didn't want to stoop this low, and I just kind of like take a little prayer for myself, and I'm like, look, I know we don't really like each other, but if there's any way you can help me,
Oh.
that's all
Interesting.
I kind of like mumble that off to the
Roll up
corner.
performance.
I'm good at that.
Okay. You all watch as Turiel kind of like mutters something to himself and stands off in the corner. Then he sits there, and he has crimson eyes, but his eyes start bleeding blood. And Turiel, what you see is you're no longer here. Your consciousness is like thrown somewhere else, and you see sitting before you a pale, muscular figure with black, feathery wings shooting out the back, and they're also crying. Not crying, but blood is like dripping down their eyes, and they're in the left half of their body where this massive blade is in their hand is just soaked in crimson. And as you look around, you're in a field of corpses.
I'm unfazed.
Yeah, this is pretty
I mean,
typical.
like,
This is where you normally meet your guide. Oh goodness. The war
sorry,
torn.
I know you probably weren't ready for this.
Oh no, this is fine. And he looks and he says, "In trouble, huh?"
Yeah, we like kind of don't know where our friends are, and everyone started like asking gods and stuff. So
He just kind of like sniffs and approaches you, like walking towards you, and he's easily like 12-ish feet tall,
yeah.
and he
I'm
just
short.
buries the blade like right next to you, and says, "And why would I help you after you've ignored my advice and guidance your entire life?"
'Cause it's kind of dumb. But like, I don't know. I could show you a magic trick if you want something to repay for the help you give me.
Or, in exchange for my help, the next vision I send you, you follow.
How bad of a vision are we talking?
You're not the one making requests.
Huff's like a teenage brat.
I'm literally acting like a teenage rat, yeah. Fine. Whatever you say. I'll take anything I can get.
He tells you, he holds out his hand, and he instructs you to do the same.
I do.
Alright. You watch as he flicks his wrist. A blade protrudes from the back of his hand and cuts the back of your hand, and your blood drips onto his palm.
I'm unfazed.
And as that happens, your wound closes, and there is this pulsing, like, red bead of energy almost in your wrist. And he says, "Fantastic. And should you not follow my commands, your mortal life will be ended much quicker than you want it."
This really would have been cooler if you would have just accepted my magic trick. But that, I mean,
What's your magic trick?
Alright, so listen. I get all excited. I have this deck of cards, right? And I figured out how to, if I lay this whole deck of cards out and you pick one, I can tell you what card you just picked without looking at it.
As you wish.
Oh my god, he's going with it.
Sleight of hand or performance?
Slide in. He watches you complete the trick, and he goes, "Anyways,
Can I roll
what
an
is
insight
it?
to see?
What is it you wish you know?" Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight. Hard to read. Hard to read.
Oh my god. Hard to read.
Nah, you're rather sure you nailed it. Like, oh yeah, that went great.
Well, this is an angel of the god, not the god.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
fair
Okay.
enough.
This is her angelic guide. But in the case of her, dark angelic guide. And she just and he says, "What do you need?"
I need to know where all my friends just went. Because I need money.
And you watch as he sits on the ground and he cuts his hand open, and blood begins to form in these sigils around him. And the blood just sort of like wells up and goes into his eyes. His eyes, which are normally like this, like bright, almost silver. And they get glazed over, and I will make a roll for Cool Guy's perception. Oh, fuck. Okay. As his eyes clear, he says, "They are in a place the gods cannot enter.
Wait, say that again, you cut out.
They are in a place the gods cannot enter. They are in a realm of mist and shadow, unable to be seen clearly."
Is there any reason why? Can you tell?
They are all in one place. He says they sit still.
Frozen or
Stationary. He's saying this, by the way, still in like the pose of the ritual. Like he's not the one talking right now. You assume
Yeah.
it's Father Dearest.
yes? my tone doesn't change. I don't care. I'm still an edgy teen.
Yeah.
Were they put there by magical means, or did they go there? Better question. Were they put there willingly? Can you tell?
Do you honestly think they wanted to go there?
Who knows? You're being oddly. cryptic about this place.
Hi, still streaming.
Alright, this is James, by the way. So,
Hello, Jax. How are you?
how are you?
Pretty alright.
I'm gonna
Like,
change
name
where-
or
I'm gonna go to the
career?
academy for these. So
Alright, have fun.
Or Matt, but probably.
It is Mathilus.
Matt.
Matthias.
Mm.
Tell them that I am too busy talking to Father Dearest.
No, I will not be saying that actually.
Say it right now.
No, because it's in context to D&D.
Say it right now.
No, I'm not saying
Guys,
it.
this is
Yeah.
so cool. I've never done something like this before ever.
No, it's good. It is really fucking cool. It
No,
is definitely.
go away. I'm trying to stream.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would work, so.
See you
Yeah,
later.
that's definitely another thing that I'm like, probably something that'll come up. Like, oh fuck, we're talking to
Alright.
an angel.
I've
No.
returned.
Okay.
We just went to Matt.
Hey Matt, shut up.
And that's it.
Justin
You meant
says to shut
something,
up.
bitch?
Love you, Justin.
There you go.
Anyways.
There it is. Alright. So, what were you going to say to him? Sorry.
I know what you're saying. Oh, I asked him if they were there willingly or not, and then he said,
Do you
really
honestly
that they-"
think that they went willingly?
I don't know. You're being oddly cryptic about describing this place.
The divine speak in ways mortals cannot comprehend.
Maybe ask a name
Of the realm.
of the realm.
Is there any sort of name to this place?
Your free trial is up, bastard.
Damn it.
And then as he goes away, I'm like, you made me a fucking bastard.
And the Celestial returns to his normal state of mind and says, "And now for your end of the bargain." And he reaches out his hand, and in your mind, you get flashes of images
Come on.
of, yeah, of a goblin, a kobold, and an orc,
Walk into a bar.
all standing in a field facing each other. And you recognize this field. It's maybe a day or so's travel east from the city.
Okay.
And
I'm
the
gonna have to
vision
go
the
kill them.
vision cuts away, and he just says, "That is where you must be."
I'm assuming to kill them.
That is for you to decide. And he waves his hand, and you appear. And for the rest of you, while this was going on, like, his entire face is just streaked with crimson.
I tap, and I'm just kind of cleaning up the blood as it happens with like a rag.
Toro,
I
you
thought-
have a point of exhaustion
Oh,
for being within the realm of the war-torn for too long.
so how does that work?
You have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Okay, like all my skills or all my saving throws? Or
Skills.
both?
Skills.
And as he awakens from his stupor, he looks very tired.
As Briggs is just tapping you on the face with a rag.
Aldrich was just kind of talking about how he doesn't want to go talk to politicians.
So I like
Now
how
my
we
problems seem lesser.
I like how we go to like this like almost like priest, and then I'm just like, I have a better idea.
Let me just bleed my eyes out real quick.
Yeah, St.
So
Hollow
kinda-
was distracted. He didn't really notice what was happening.
So I snap out of it, and I'm just like, like deep breath, and then I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm
Okay,
just chilling.
what'd you find out?
I found out that they are in a realm of mist, and shadow. Most likely not there willingly.
Okay.
Described as a place that gods themselves
Ah,
cannot
fuck,
enter.
there goes my idea.
Oh, I love realm hopping.
Oh, and
It's
also,
my
by the
favorite
way-
activity.
Also, by the way, I had to kind of like make a deal because they
Did you win
didn't
the
like
card
my.
trick?
They didn't like it. I So we have to go east from here for about a day, and I have to meet these like three guys. Actually, I don't know if they're guys. I have to go meet a goblin, a kobold, and an orc in the middle of a field, and I'm assuming I have to go kill them, but we'll see. And then I
Sounds
just
like the
smile.
start of one of Aldrich's jokes.
What? Goblin, kobold?
I just-
Stand in a
I
field.
just kind of like subtly take out my notebook and just write that down.
You do. Also, whenever you say, "Oh yeah, I love realm hopping," you hear a voice in your head. You've never been to a different realm.
I know that's the joke, Damon.
Ah, humor. Yes.
It's humor.
So, what's the
We're
We're
odds?
not
of
getting
this-
paid, so fuck this city.
Hmm.
Let's go.
When is rent due? Looking at Riggs.
I don't know. Did you pay last week?
No, you were
Boy,
supposed to pay
got-
last week. I was supposed to pay
No,
this
you were.
month.
Nobody's
That
gonna
was
kick
for
us out,
last
so we're
month.
good.
Yeah,
No,
who's
we
gonna
have an
kick you out of the
apartment.
guild? Ha.
Let's go to the guild hall.
No, we don't live at the guild. There's a really old landlord
Oh,
over there with his cat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
well, eating.
Should we
Oh,
get our
you
You
stuff
know, I
out?
think I should introduce you to our landlord.
That's not a bad idea. Look really angry. He said mean things about lizard folk.
Everybody says mean thing about little.
Yeah,
lizard
but he was
folk.
really racist. He's old to the point where like it's racist, and you're just like, whoa, grandpa,
Whoa, dude, bro.
Remember,
grandpa, you
have a
can't
grandpa.
say that.
I never met my grandpa.
Neither have I. I didn't even think about that. Whoa, should I have known him? I don't know.
Listen, we
My
can talk about
grandfather was
family
probably-
issues later.
Do
I
you
butt
know
in.
your grandpa?
Me?
I butt
Yeah,
in,
totally.
and I'm just like, if you guys want to talk about a messed up family, don't even talk.
Then why'd you say something?
What?
If you didn't want to talk about it, why did you?
I'm just
Well,
saying.
this hospital's an awkward place to have this conversation. So
Yeah, we can talk family problems
Well, please
somewhere else.
let's speaking of
Let's go.
family problems, let's go east, please.
Let's go talk to the landlord.
No, let's go talk to the goblin, kobold, and orc.
But
East
they're a
from here,
day
and
away.
a day's travel.
But they're
Exactly. But we need to go.
We'll stop at the landlord thing and then we'll go east.
Yeah. Yeah, easy.
I
And
can't argue with
I
that.
try to
so let's do
persuade them
No,
to not do that.
that's not how this works.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Well then I tell them. Okay, I can't do that.
You feel
I
you don't
can
have to
tell-
go immediately, but
I mean, I was never told that though. I was never told. I was just told to go there.
you also weren't given a timeline.
I guess. But they're
I
all
don't know. I
supposed to
think
be dickheads.
bleeding from eyes would be kind of like in haste.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, in haste. But if they want to stop at their landlords, that's fine.
Oh yeah,
Are
let's
they
do
on?
that.
Okay, I asked them like, is the landlord east?
He's in the town, in the city, and then we head east. We don't leave the city to go to the landlord.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is it east from where we're standing currently.
Sure.
Okay, then we can go.
I don't have a fucking compass.
As long as we're heading somewhat east.
All right. You make your way to your landlord's. It's a very nice house. And
I look at Riggs. Who's talking this time? Because last time
You notice I lag slightly
he doesn't
behind.
like you,
he doesn't
but
like
he
me,
lets
but
me stay there.
he yelled at you last time.
I cried.
Yeah. I'll talk. I'll bring the big guy. The big
We're
guy,
all
as
going.
I'm bigger than both of them.
yes.
We're both.
That's true. We need a trench coat to catch up with you.
You need 3 halflings in a trench coat.
We really do. All right. You make your way up to the door, and you ring the doorbell. Bing bong.
Bing bong, bing bong.
No
I'm
answer.
just like,
You ring it again. Bing bong. And
I
then
knock on
you
the door.
hear a shuffling towards the doorway, and you see an extremely old blue scale dragonborn open the doorway. And he's got his like glasses on, he has a cat in his arms, and he goes, "Oh, it's you again.
Hi.
Hello.
Late on your rent, I suppose."
Would we have it any other way?
No,
Honestly,
of course
Kind of
not.
charming now.
No, it's not actually.
We were about to talk to you about that.
Uh-huh.
So, our guild literally disappeared.
That sounds like a you problem.
They pay us.
You know what? That is a me problem.
No, but they pay us, and if we don't have them paying us, then we can't pay him. So it's his problem.
I'll go to the guild. I'll get my pay. I'll get it a bit earlier.
No, but
You know?
but we can't. We can't do that.
This is why I sleep in a swamp.
It's like a localized
This is why I
swamp
sleep
on the
street.
outskirts
I don't know
of
what
the
you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'd be offering people magic tricks all night.
Ramazi,
Yeah.
I just whispered, but like kind of loudly. Do you eat cats?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. So,
The landlord kind of like
would
snorts electricity out of his nose.
How do you do that?
He can do the same thing. He's
What?
Yeah, mine's
not
fire.
with lightning, but his is fire.
Yeah,
What?
mine's fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, fire's boring. No, the lightning thing.
Do you have your rent?
No,
How much is it
we
again?
don't.
So is it going to be late?
How much
Yes.
is it again?
How much is it?
It's about 300 gold.
What?
For both of you?
A
or
month.
Just for one?
A month
I
is
have
300 gold.
195 gold. You know what? I walk out and I'm like, God, man, here. I'm like,
I know exactly what you're about to do.
Oh, here we go.
look.
I just
okay,
let her do it. If
My-
anything,
my-
I'm just
I let
playing
her do
music
it.
in the background.
my friends are in a rough spot. Okay. You guys have the same amount of money as me, right? Like just in general, like you start.
They
with,
have,
got
probably have
25.
more than you right now.
Okay. Okay. Listen. I am going to show you a magic trick, and if you aren't able to figure it out, they pay you half. And if you are able to figure it out, you'll
They
get
pay
full
you
price.
double. They pay double, and we have a deal.
Ah,
Oh.
I will tell you if they play double, it will be like.
No, I'll take it.
No,
I'll just kind of
wait, oh my
strut.
God.
I'll take
you
it.
remember this is my place, not yours. This is my apartment.
All right, go forth with your trick. And he mutters a few words, and a spell is cast.
You chose poorly with your roommate.
That is worse.
He was sleeping in a tree.
That's not fair for you to mutter.
Trees are
words, sir.
nice.
We did
Do
never discuss it.
your trick.
Magic in this scenario.
You have plenty of magic. I can smell it on you.
What? My light cantrip?
He blinks.
Can I first?
Do
Can I
your
the help
trick.
action?
No,
No, he has to help me.
Damn
yeah.
it.
no, you
Oh,
can't
wait,
give
I
her
have an
advantage
idea.
on that because you
Oh,
refuse to
wait.
teach him the trick, so he can't help you with it.
Okay, wait. But,
Okay.
okay. Do I have any idea what he just casted on himself?
Nope.
Because, like, what if he can, like... Because I have Charm Person, but if he just casted something that makes him not affected by that, and he'll just know that I try to cast Charm
He'll know-
I
Person.
mean, he'll know
Anyway.
regardless if you cast
No,
your person.
regardless. Yeah.
If I fail. you
No,
know.
if he succeeds
no,
or
no.
fails.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
Because
I
once
don't
the
know
know.
after
duration
the fact.
ends,
Yeah. Well, I don't really care after the fact. I say we give him, we just walk away.
yeah. Do your magic trick.
No, do the trick, man.
Just do it. I really trusted you.
Oh, you
I
know
just
what?
look
It's a
at her.
disadvantage.
Oh yeah, Lamel. All right.
Yeah.
You watch as he sits there and he blinks. Neat trick.
Sorry, I messed it up really bad. Do you care if I try again?
Double it is.
Double it is. Let's go. This was a waste of time.
We could
Well,
go.
how much
We
money
could
do we have
go.
combined?
We could go triple their normal cost for a normal rent. If you can trick me with a different one.
Aldrich's just like, oh boy.
It's your guys' call. Remember, I'm rolling with disadvantage. I'll let you guys decide.
I forgot that you were rolling with disadvantage.
Why are
Me
you rolling
too.
with disadvantage?
Because I have an
Exhausted.
exhaustion point from talking to Angel.
I hear cows.
Briggs is like very upset with this, and she's just like resigned herself. I'm gonna be home again.
How much money do we have combined right now, by the way?
Quite a bit.
1200.
We do not have enough for double.
You don't have enough for 900.
And I believe if it was 300 for each, right?
No, it's just 300.
Oh.
We have 600, probably.
You have roughly 700 combined.
Combined.
2, 4, 6, 1.
I look at what's her name? I look at Riggs and I go, being homeless isn't that bad. Sure, I'll take you on the
Don't
triple.
say that right before you're about to agree to this, okay?
Am I gonna don't? Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Don't.
Okay. I'll let this happen.
Can you take the 23?
Nope. He stands there and he looks confused for a moment and goes, well done. Normal
What?
pay it is then.
Oh,
Perfect.
you mother.
I'll pay for I'll pay
You're
for
gonna give-
150 of it because I fucked up the first time.
Okay. You hand him the bag of gold, he goes,
Aldrich's just like, I'll hand him the other 150.
fantastic. Thank you for turning in your rent early. Than usual. Good
Briggs
day.
is about to cry. She's gonna walk
You're gonna
away.
give the child a heart attack.
As we walk out, I'm like, look, I resolved the problem.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I paid
No.
for half your. I paid
The
for your
problem was
half
not-
of the rent,
No.
and then
We still paid rent.
yeah, but I paid for half of it. I didn't have to do that. I felt
What
bad.
do you
Then
want? A clap or something?
I literally dropped all of my cards on the ground.
Good job.
I guess
Weren't you
throwing
nice?
yourself into a different dimension for a short period of time kind of takes a toll on your body.
I didn't ask, but that's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, can we head
You
east?
knew what was going to happen. It's like-
Can we please this now, please?
well,
Pretty
one last
the cherry on
thing.
top.
Let's go to the guild hall and just see if we can spot anything. I just want to know if there's a smell that's a little different, because somebody
I-
had to send them to where the gods can't see.
I use my cunning action to dash there, or I guess I just dash there, and then I stick my head in, and I'm like, no one's there. Okay, let's go east.
I just like walking past her. I need a drink.
Him.
And nobody's stopping me from drinking on the job.
We're just kind of dragging your feet the whole way, really upset about what.
Well,
Rick's
we're not
also
supposed to
liquid.
drink on the job.
Hey, you guys can drink all you want. There's no one to yell at you for drinking off tap.
I'm not drinking anything.
I just kind of serve a drink for Riggs and then serve one
If you
for
really
She's
think
got her
about it,
head on the bar and
This
is
has been
very.
a crazy day for me. I like had that drink for free because I showed them a magic trick, and then I showed two sexy women my magic tricks, and then
They know
I
him
showed,
over there, by the way.
and then
I
I
know.
showed my father my magic trick, and I've never gotten that far with him before. So
The spot part
Well,
is really
no, it's more like your reluctant uncle.
Babysitter.
Yeah, babysitter basically.
I just kind of serve drinks for everybody. I serve 2 mugs for Ramazi.
Yeah, I'm gonna down those and
Easily.
get into my drunken monk state.
so as they do that,
Easily.
I'm just gonna just walk out the door and hope they follow me, and I'm gonna start heading east.
Okay.
Briggs, after a certain point when we decide we're gonna leave, she's gonna hold her arms up. Drish, be like, carry me.
I'll carry fucking.
What's your strength?
It's mine.
It's pretty good, right?
It's 15.
Yeah, that's good.
Easy.
Easily.
Very
Ramazi,
cool.
make a perception
Child
check with
achievement.
advantage.
Yeah, I kind of want to do like a super sniff of the area.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll with advantage, super sniff style.
Drunken monk super sniff coming at you. Oh boy.
Ooh. Nah,
All right,
just
he gave me the wrong drink.
just the usual smells. Nothing out of the ordinary.
All right. I get frustrated, kick a table.
All right, it. And then you
I'm
walk
being
out.
carried by Aldrush now.
All right, and you guys catch up with Toriel, and to make your way eastward.
Huh.
As you do, someone roll me a survival check.
Hey, let me do it.
You
I'm good
can
at it.
Yeah.
It's
you
not
can
gonna be
get
I'm okay at 'em, so.
you can get advantage on that if someone helps you.
I will.
Hey.
It won't be me.
Whoever has higher wisdom than me, go for it.
There we go. 24.
Would have been me, but you know.
All right. 24. You are able to easily follow the directions of your companion. Oh, no, I didn't want that. Sorry, I'm trying to find music.
I can't hear any. Oh, I guess because my Roll 20 audio isn't on. That makes so much
That
sense.
would make sense.
Oh.
Sure, I like that one. Sorry.
I'm gonna do a quick AFK real quick.
No worries.
Oh fuck.
While I get music going, you can do that.
The combat bongos done?
Maybe.
Oh fuck.
I don't actually know what that one was called, sadly.
Combat bongos?
Yeah.
I think it was literally called combat bongos.
Yeah, that's what I named it. Nah, we'll just do this one. Okay.
Are we gonna end by midnight? Cause I have to go to school tomorrow.
Maybe.
Cause like I might end by midnight.
We'll see.
So
Ping.
I ping.
I saw. Well done.
I ping again.
Good job.
what are you doing?
She's pinging.
Ping. Cheek. Cheeky. Cheeky. Cheeky.
Burn. Fire.
That's accurate to what his breath weapon looks like, actually.
That's how Aldrich just does the long.
As he releases his fire breath. Whoa.
Bonk.
You a fool. D&D isn't a competitive game. It's about working together to create a story that everyone at the table is and cares about. Me, an intellectual. D&D is a competition, and you win by being the first person to make the DM say "fuck you."
That's me then.
Makes sense.
There I
Maddie
go.
wins D&D.
Maddie wins D&D.
It's true.
Alright, I have returned.
Welcome back. So, as you all make your way eastward, nighttime comes around. You do your watches. everything is Daijobu. And you're on the road.
On the road again.
We got that music rolling. As you
I drank an
guys,
entire Dunkin' coffee and I drank an entire Dr. Pepper, so now I'm like,
well done. As you all make your way through the fields and forests, you see a large sort of like clearing. And up ahead, you see a large female orc in like rocky, almost stone-like armor, leading a group of 8 other orcs behind her. To her left, you see, oh god, what color are they?
Red.
No. They are black scale kobolds. And
Oh,
you
fuck.
see
how many?
there is roughly 12 of them. And you see the one sort of in front has these massive like swords that are just like taped onto his hands to make the illusion of big claws. And there's a bunch of kobolds behind him. And then you see a goblin to the orc's left, just head to toe blades, just covered. Like, even his face, he has like daggers taped to his head. And behind him is roughly, hold on, I need to get the exact numbers. There's 12 kobolds, 11 goblins, and 8 orcs, or 9 orcs, I should say. And they're in the center of a field, and you hear words in draconic, goblin, and orc being just spattered around by the rabble behind them, and the leaders step up, and you hear the female orc shout out in common, "This land belongs to the Mountain Crushers!" And then you hear the kobold shout, "Ah, you're crazy! The Underlords own this space!" And then the goblin says, It's ours, actually. Our name is right there," as like a goblin to his left starts like dragging a dagger through the dirt very quickly.
So I
And
kind of look back to everyone and I'm like, I was never told what to do once I got to this point, so here we are.
Why don't we sit and watch?
allow me to bring you to the map.
Oh fuck.
It's a very large map. This is what you
Uh,
see. You
Am
guys
I going to get any sort of vision to tell me what to do?
are down here.
Huh?
You guys are down here watching from the bushes. I don't know, you wait. Nothing.
I'll go talk to them.
No.
See what this whole fuss is about.
Seems like we know what the fuss
Behind.
is about.
And
Sure.
you
I'll just like slowly walk up, and if they say if they mean get the fuck out, I shall get the fuck out.
So as soon as you approach, like you exit out of the bush, and you see roughly 21 combined short bows drawn and pointed in your general direction. You see the orcs have javelins in their
I
hands.
just raised my arms. It's cool. It's all cool.
Scaled one, you hear
Hi.
the orc say, and not small scaled one. Who do you represent?
Scale splinters.
Well,
That's not real. You're not a part of this negotiation. Leave, or you will be spattered as paste across this battlefield.
Okay,
I
maybe
just want to
maybe
say
I can
also
be.
represent Helkanazer. And he's
Maybe-
pretty
maybe I
cool.
can? You seem to have a discussion here. I'm a fourth party. Perhaps we can come to some sort of agreement.
Men, ready your javelins! And you hear the goblin say something in goblin and raise his hand. and you see the goblins point their short bows towards you, and the kobolds say something, and kobolds all pull out slings and start revving them up. You have 10 seconds to walk away. 8, 7, 6,
I'm a big thing.
5, 4.
I will just walk. I will start to like move back.
All right. You move away, and they seem to calm down, and then she turns and says, "And after I crush you all, I'll go deal with this scale splinter. Whatever that is." She says, pointing, and the kobold goes, "Not if we beat you to it." And the goblin says, "Nah, we're gonna kill him."
So let's like chillax and let them fight each other to death, and then we take them on.
Yeah. I was kind of. He just kind
I
of
said
like.
a quick prayer after my God, like that sounds like a good plan, because I kind of like that plan, unless you want me to do something else.
No response.
Let's do
No
something
response?
else.
Okay.
No.
Am I still not getting anything?
Let's make it a little more fair and challenge only one at a time.
What was
And
that?
I say we challenge their best.
Ooh.
Top 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do the talking. I'm not moving.
I look at Aldrich. You talk.
I just
Yeah,
kind of.
you go.
It seems kind of unfair from here. Like, wouldn't it be cooler if it was like 1v1v1?
The
just-
orc
it seems-
holds her great axe in her hand and just says, "Does this look like a game to you, Scaly?
No, I'm just saying.
This
Honestly.
is war."
I'm just saying, the orcs. You don't seem like you'll win if they both team up on you.
She
But you seem like
scoffs.
you seem like you'll win if it's just you versus like the other 2 leaders.
Of course. I know this. And the
you
goblin
know-
and the kobold kind of like look back like, what? The goblin sneers and says, looks over at the kobold and says, "It insults our power." And the kobold says, "It insults yours. I know I'd come out on top."
Kobolds are
Prove
very
it.
kobolds are very resourceful in teams. So even if you
know.
take out the orcs, the goblins are the ones to lose here. So maybe
know
you
what
should
I
both
say here?
team up on the kobolds.
You know what I say here? I had a realization. Okay. I was told to go here, and I did. So we could just leave.
Oh, you walk out. The orc in front, sort
Well,
of
they
like,
haven't seen me yet.
oh,
So look.
did you just say this hoping someone would hear you?
No, I'm still in the bush with.
So you're saying this to the group,
Alex.
not to the armies.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
Yeah, I say we just wait and watch.
So I just kind of hang out there, but like, there's no need for us to interrupt it. I was told to go here, and I did.
Yeah.
Aldrich, make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
As the goblins get impatient and fire.
Yeet.
Okay, you dodge a bunch of arrows as you like dive back into the bush. And
And everyone
I
stays
just kind of
here.
scream, "They're reloading! Kill him!"
as that happens, you hear the orc. "You know, why don't we deal with this scale splinter and we return to our quarrel later?" And the
Y'all
goblin
are
says,
dumb.
"No, that's just what you
Y'all are
want.
dumb.
You want our forces weakened so you can just eliminate us." And there's this back
I'm
and forth.
going to sneak my way out. Bye.
Make a stealth check.
I leave. They haven't seen me yet.
Make a stealth check.
Can I roll it with
But-
normal then?
Do you look at the place you are? You're not encompassed by trees. This is an open field. So when you start to walk away, people can probably see you.
But I have the ability to, what's it called? To sneak.
Yes, you.
Why not?
Everyone does.
Everyone
Yeah.
does.
It's
But I
not. It's
can't.
not like Skyrim, where you just kind of crouch and then the eye goes
Graphic.
closed. As you walk, the kobold shouts, "An army of their own! An army of their own!" And everyone seems very tense. I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative, please.
Everyone's
Aye.
tense by seeing me?
It looks like there's a fourth army now, because it was just the two of them, and now there's a third person sneaking out of the bushes.
Yeah, walking away.
So you could be going to get reinforcements. Make sure to click your token and then roll initiative, Maddie. You didn't. Cool.
I did not.
It's okay.
I don't see a token.
You're
bottom of the screen.
you're just not looking at the map. It's at the bottom of the map, Maddie.
Thanks.
Alrighty. Oh boy! Now it's time to add some goblins, orcs, and kobolds.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Typically, when a bad god is like, "Hey, do this," you go, "Okay," and then don't.
Okay.
When we die in the first station.
That'd be epic.
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 What?
Ooh, nat 1 for
Ooh,
the
nice.
leader of the mountain crushers.
I'm making stress dots right now with Sharpies.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's A-okay.
I'm glad you feel that way.
That's an awful lot of advantage attacks.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the kobolds.
Alright,
Okay.
top of the turn order. The goblin man. What will he do?
Probably attack me, but
Not you. He sort of steps forward. And he looks down to where Aldrich is. And then he just goes, "Fire! I'll deal with the small one." And he dashes at the leader kobold. And he brandishes two daggers and then just stabs him twice.
Oh.
Fuck, alright. let's
Ooh,
go.
that's a 23 to hit and a 20 to hit. Alright. He does an amount of damage as he stabs into the kobold twice, and the kobold recoils. "Ah! Idiot! They're turning us against each other!" Ramazi.
La 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 la. I don't want to be in the firing range of every friend there, so I'm gonna stay kind of stealth, and I'm gonna move 40 feet this way.
Yes.
Okay. You move out into the open.
Yeah. All right. I need to switch to move. There we go. Aha. Roughly there.
Okay, that's 30 feet of movement. You have
Yeah.
10 more if you choose to use it. You do feel fairly exposed.
That's okay. Show me 40 north. But I got 10 more onto that, though.
Oh, so you could get to here.
Yeah, I want a dash action to there. And then bonus action, drop a key point and do the dodge action.
All right, so you walk up and you just like start swaying back and forth, keeping your eyes around on the battlefield.
I just want to come raging out of that bush like a crazed drunken maniac.
All right.
Powerful.
Yeah, screaming bloody murder, I guess. I just want to try to catch everybody off guard as much as possible.
The kobolds all kind of like jump and then they level their shields and spears at you.
Yeah. That'll be my turn for now. I'm setting up for something after, so
All right.
that'll be
Hey,
me.
There
babe,
you
how
go.
do I like do this and then hold the point and then move like it again?
What do you mean?
If that makes any sense. So like, I want to point like a point here and then go off the back.
I don't know how to do that. I never do that.
You hit you keep
right.
holding the right mouse button and then you hit the left button.
Oh, I know.
Alright.
I'm using
Oh.
a drag pad.
Yeah, you can't do it.
So
with
you
trackpad.
can't do that.
I found that out.
So the kobold brandishes its claws and goes and stabs
that's
at
cool.
the goblin. Its claws, aka a bunch of blades taped to its fucking hand.
Oh, no.
Ooh, and it misses as the goblin just takes both of its daggers and like deftly like catches the blades and just throws it off to the side. Turiel.
Hold on, I hate. Can you guys put those arrows away, please?
Okay, sorry.
Somebody draw. Look at that. That's cool.
With arrows.
Yeah.
It's the seal of Orichalcos.
Sorry, I wasn't really like ready to do this.
Yeah, me.
Welcome to D&D.
Welcome to
Welcome.
D&D. Always be ready for combat.
Ah, fuck, we're doing combat. Fuck, I better remember my fucking spells.
Alex's strong suit as a cleric.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Guardians.
That's a third level spell.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I know it's there.
I've played a cleric before, so I am familiar with some of my spells.
It kills all my minions, so I don't even throw them out there anymore.
That's why you
Oh,
make
yeah,
the
I know
minions
it's
have
awesome.
just a little bit above the average of spirit guardians. Easy.
Sorry that like I'm taking a year. Okay,
It's okay. You haven't played
I'm
D&D in forever.
going to go. Well, I thought it was like. I guess there.
Okay.
If I go there, can I reach with the sword bow? Right here.
Who are you trying to hit?
The main guy.
The main orc chick? Yeah. You can hit her
Yeah.
from here.
So yeah, bonus action dash.
Alright. And you
And then,
ready your bow?
Mm-hmm.
Fire away.
And I go.
Big pew.
Probably little pew.
You do not get sneak attack. Just so you know. Okay.
But does
Roll.
that hit?
Yeah, roll your damage. As it sinks into the orc's shoulder, she just snaps it off right in her shoulder. Gets ready to
And then.
roll.
I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Alright. Riggs.
As nice as it is to be able to move 30 feet.
What
I
a
play
powerful
Gnome in the
tool.
other game.
What a powerful tool to be able to run 30 feet.
To be able to run 30 feet. Well, and my last fucking cleric that I played was a dwarf too.
Yep.
So.
I love when my Discord just doesn't let me understand what you guys are saying. So nice.
Pretty
Someone
epic.
hold that for me. Thank you. Move up here.
Okay.
And then, looking to cast. I can just in the middle there. I can in the middle there too. I can't quite reach there.
Oh, that gets
Um,
all the goblins.
I think so. so.
If you're doing what I think you're doing.
60 feet. Hold on, I gotta double check. Yeah, 10-foot radius.
Oh no.
Fireball.
Oh no.
Oh no, Fireball's a 3rd level spell.
It's a
I like-
clock.
Fire.
I am going to
Gah.
cast.
Finally, you got it. Thank you.
Yeah, because these guys are the folks that are gonna be attacking us turn, right? When it gets to their turn. Because
You
that
don't
was
know.
what they were commanded to do.
That's what they were commanded to do, and then a kobold started stabbing their leader. So
That's a yeah.
their bows are still very much trained on you, though. So
Okay, so that's an idea. Yeah, might as well do it. I'm gonna cast Shatter on them.
oh fuck, I knew it. Damn it. That's why I wanted to space them out, but I also didn't want to metagame too hard. So, because like they
Yeah,
wouldn't
so-
fucking know someone with Shatter was gonna roll up.
Mm-hmm.
They all fit. if I
And do I
move the
wanna?
box like
Nah,
this.
I'm not gonna use the Channel Divinity. Just do max damage. But it is. Hold on, let me double check what save it is.
I don't know.
A
You might wanna-
Constitution save.
You might wanna.
What?
They
Oh,
could
just
make
do
their save
max
and survive.
3d8 damage. Do maximum 3d8 damage.
Yeah, because even if they might have more HP than a normal goblin.
That is true. But I want to save that Channel Divinity.
For
Hmm.
what other spell do you have that does thunder damage?
Well, I have 2
Lightning.
spell slots for it.
Okay.
So if I want to cast it again,
You could roll piddly damage.
I could. But I also have Thunder Wave. I've got other shit that I can do that
Alright.
does thunder.
All right, go ahead.
Don't eat the channel divinity, Alex. Not yet.
Didn't mean to draw that box.
9
and I
points
wanted to get
of-
rid of it.
Wow, that was you were right. Piddly damage for 3d8.
Nice.
Do they fail a con save and die instantly? They do.
Hey.
They are normal ass goblins. They rolled an 11, DC 13. You watch as you grab your symbol around and speak some words, and you hold up your hand, and there's just this.
There's a creepy too big smile on her face as she casts the spell out.
Yeah, and you all see this like tiny like gray cloud just kind of like form in the center of these goblins, and then it dissipates, but all you hear is just the like a thunder, like you know, the big thunder noise as this radius of sonic energy just spatters the goblins into nothing but like red mist, and all of the goblins are dead. Just and you watch as the leader goblin turns around and just goes, "Shit!"
What?
I told you. They're gonna team up on you, and now should have dealt with the orcs. Should have done anything else.
Oh well, I mean, they were closest, and they were the
No,
ones
no,
that
I'm
was gonna
talking
hurt
to
us.
them, not to you. You did good.
Oh, thank you.
All right, is that your turn? Riggs,
Alex.
is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay, the orcs' turn. They are going to collectively move, charge forwards into. Yeah, they're gonna charge into the kobolds. And they'll use their bonus actions to use aggressive to get closer.
I love that feature so much.
It's really good. And then these two get up here and huck javelins. Alright, let's make some attack rolls. That hits. That hits. That hits. That hits. That really hits with a crit. That also hits. And the last one misses. Hey. Look at that. That's a dead kobold. That's a dead kobold. That's a dead kobold. That's a really dead kobold with
Oh my god.
25 damage. That's a dead kobold. That's a dead kobold. And that's a dead kobold. Cool. So this one is eliminated. This one is eliminated. This one is eliminated. This one is eliminated. And as is this one. Speaking of which, it's the kobold's turn. And they turn and start ganging up on the orcs. And they're gonna make some attack rolls with advantage because pack tactics. Hit. Hit. I'm rolling really well. Hit. Hit. Hit.
Fuck, how many hits is that?
Hits. A lot of hits.
They get advantage because they're kobolds.
Yeah.
I know, but like every time he said hit, all of those hit. That was a lot.
It was.
Yeah.
What the why can't I delete shapes?
You gotta highlight them and then delete them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can kind of drag over them too and grab them.
Yeah, I got it.
This orc looks very hurt. This orc is dead. And this orc took some damage. Alright. Aldrich.
It's your boy. I'm gonna cast a sleepy time.
Okay.
I also have that spell.
Where?
I believe I can hit everybody. It goes from the lowest HP to
Yeah, I know. I'm just asking where you're centering it.
yeah, right. It'll hit just
'Kay,
everybody. I
roll
know
it.
it's not gonna hit everybody. That's a level 1.
HP.
Ooh.
So that's an asleep kobold. That's an asleep orc. That's an asleep kobold. That's an asleep kobold. That's an asleep kobold. Boop. There you go.
And I don't think I have anything. I'll just actually run it. Oh well.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just run up a bit.
Sounds good. The orc kind of looks at Toril and just says, "And with that blood, you've drawn your own." And she starts charging towards you.
But she said that you wouldn't be the first.
And then she reaches you using her bonus action to use aggressive. And she's gonna swing at you with her great axe.
Oof, owie.
That's
The
a
bones.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Level 3. Level 3.
That is 15 points of slashing damage as he just carves across your chest.
That's no good.
And then you watch as there's a blinking sort of crimson that rushes over her expression. She uses an action surge and she's going to swing at you again.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
Yes.
All right. 16 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
All right. Just insta gives you a rogue. Maddie, you could probably go to sleep now.
Oh yay!
Hey, look at that.
Sorry, I'm a small child. and
No,
I
it's
have to
fine. I rolled an 11 and a 12 on the great axe die. So,
I think it was just God telling me to go to bed.
that's her turn. Goblin Boy's
Alright.
turn.
Have fun, guys.
Alright.
I'll miss you.
Fine, I'll be
XOXO.
healing you next turn anyway, but okay.
No, I actually have to go to bed.
No, I know you have to actually go to bed. I'm just saying your character will be fine.
The
Yeah,
goblin
Peace.
looks at Riggs.
You
And-
killed everyone!
He's just gonna shout, "You'll pay for this!" And he uses his action to dash over to you.
I think you'll be the one who's paying instead, but you know.
She's on the move up.
And then as a bonus action, he's gonna stab you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use. Hold on. What is it called?
You don't have shield.
Wrath of the Storm.
I mean, what does that mean?
It makes a dex saving throw. It's like Hellish Rebuke, except thunder damage.
Do you
and
have to get hit first?
Oh, it does have to hit me first. So yeah.
He misses.
Oh, okay.
With
never
an
mind
8.
Yeah, that'll miss.
I suspected. Ramazi.
Alright, I'm gonna do some moving around here. Let me pop my sheet out here real quick. Alright, I'm gonna run up first to, well, now I'm gonna pick on the two that's fighting us, I guess.
Yeah, Aldrich, you just watched her
Yeah.
get, like, sliced up, and Damon's like, ouch.
For whatever reason, mine is not behaving. Can somebody move me beside the guy?
Got it.
There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna start with a regular attack.
Alright. You strike out towards her.
Just a good old-fashioned monk attack.
Just a good old punch. Unfortunately, you hit the side of her armor and get no real purchase.
I'll flurry of blows in.
Alright, 2 more attacks.
And I have Drunken Technique that gives me a free disengage and 10 more movement.
Oh, nice.
Powerful. Just like,
Mhm.
yeet.
Oh,
I'll go ahead
again,
and do the
same.
third one on her.
Oh, someone roll a d20 for severity.
I will roll it. 5.
Okay, you just missed.
Alright. That's my turn.
The
I
you
got, like,
you hit
disappointed.
you hit the same place 3 times, thinking maybe you can soften it up, and then the third time you feel your knuckles crack a little bit, and you're like,
This makes me angry. That's my go-go.
all right. The kobold is gonna turn to the orcs and say, "Fools! Don't you see they're setting us up?" And the orcs seem to not care. And then he shrugs it off, and then is going to turn towards this orc. 1 second, underneath the sleeping kobold, and he brings out his blade and just goes to stab him. Ooh. And you watch as he does, he stabs in and carves upwards and kills the orc.
Oh, fuck.
Powerful.
And just hisses out
That's gonna be
towards
the rest of combat, is him just saying power.
honestly.
Yeah.
Toriel needs to make a death save, which I will do for 18.
Hey, that's the same.
Riggs.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
On
'Cause I'm
Toriel.
in range to do that, yeah.
Toriel wakes up.
Yeah, I'll do it on Murazami. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Toriel wakes up and is just like, ugh. Ow.
Why?
I have 5 HP.
Why'd you bring me
Why?
back? I was taking a nap.
With what?
Yeah, now's not the time to nap.
Damn it.
Speaking of people who need to nap, I'm gonna stab the man next to me with a spear.
You may do your best.
Stabs.
Alright,
Thank
that would hit, but he uses his parry ability. And
Oh,
with
yeah,
his
he
daggers,
does.
just chink, whoosh, throws your blade down to the
Damn
side.
it! Well, that's my go.
Orc's turn. Orcs.
Walks.
This orc walks up to the kobold asleep on the ground and puts his boot to its head and just crushes it.
What have I done? Why haven't I enabled or
You have enabled Orc Bloodshed.
And then the orc walks up to this kobold and just boom, brings his knee down, and the kobold's head spatters. This orc approaches this kobold and is going to swing, missing wildly. In fact, so poorly, you watch as the axe goes by and the kobold slices at it with its spear. And the orc goes, ugh! Oh, my fucking tits! I liked that nipple. This asleep kobold, this orc walks up and like grabs the kobold and just like rips it in half and throws its halves on the ground. And then this orc walks up. Let's get the dead one out of there. And approaches the leader kobold and is gonna strike down at him, missing just barely. And the axe comes down on the ground. The kobold's turn. 2 of them. And they turn towards this orc and they gang up on him, because that's kobold war strategy.
Yup. Gang up on enough of them to beat one man down.
Yep.
Hey man, it works.
Oh, it really does. One of them crit, actually.
Yeah, it works.
So that's... you watch as they both, like, just stab this orc repeatedly in the gut over and over and over again, and he dies. Dead. Aldrich.
I don't remember how parry works. But, don't touch my friend.
Fuck you!
So, I'm gonna put a curse on.
Ooh.
The
What kind
Hexblade
of
curse.
Ooh.
The Hexblade's curse.
What does it look
So,
like?
I just kind of play a note, and it kind of, you see like a physical note come out of the guitar and just slaps onto the face, like a stick.
Ah!
And then acts with the ding on him.
Alright. You watch as he just dodges out of the way as your guitar goes on the ground.
Damn. Like, oh, that's my turn.
Alright. You're a bard.
I am a bard.
So you could, like, use a bonus action to sell, like, inspiration or something.
Hexblade curse is.
Oh, it's a bonus action.
bonus.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The orc woman just sees Turo get up and just goes to kick her in the gut to keep her back down. Yeah, that'll hit. And Toro just is like, gets smacked in the face and is knocked unconscious again. But is
Oh, fuck
stable
no.
because it reduced her to exactly 0 HP.
Ah, we're doing that one. All right.
And the goblin's turn. Oh, he revs up his daggers. He's going in. Ooh, he hits you.
He hits me.
Yeah, he hits you. So
Okay.
dex
Well,
save?
he's gonna. Yeah, I'll still take the damage, but he's also gonna have to make a dex save.
Well, I mean, yeah, you were taking it regardless of what happened. But
Yes.
he rolled a 22.
On the dex save,
Yes.
he's gonna take half then.
'Kay.
And
Cool.
we'll go with thunder damage rather than lightning
Alright.
because I can choose between the 2 of them. For
So-
some reason. It's not
so-
gonna matter until now.
So he hits you, and you know that thing, like when you hit something, like a bat on something you shouldn't hit with the bat, and it like vibrates and it hurts your hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that to an extreme level, and he's like, all right.
How much do I take?
You take
100 damage.
Oh,
6 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Then, as his bonus
Ouch.
action, he goes to stab you again.
Ouch. Please don't.
22.
That'll hit.
7 additional points of piercing damage
Ow,
as he just
ow.
stabs into you, and then he stands there, and you see like where his jaw was like almost like disconnected and skin flayed off from the thunder. The wounds kind of just like close up,
Ow.
and he heals
That much HP.
that much HP. Ramazi.
Alright. I'm gonna actually draw my short sword for
Ooh.
a attack. I don't use blades too often, but
This seems like the time.
This is a
Miss-
controversial tactic here.
and it still sucks. Bonus
Monster.
action, martial arts attack, just say a tail whip to be fancy. Yeah.
So you slash out with the sword, and she's, for wielding
Yeah.
a great axe, she wields it like a short sword, and she
Yeah.
Fuck.
parries the attack, and your tail comes around, and with her arm as she's blocking, catches your tail, but you like whip it out of her grasp.
Yeah, next round I think I want to hit on her.
There you go.
Yeah, that's me.
All right,
Real controversial strategies we're pulling out here, but I'm
the
with it.
kobold with advantage, nat 20. You watch as he eviscerates a second orc in front of him. Just carves into him, and as the orc falls, he just like lands on top of him. And it's like, did you see Logan?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like Laura from whenever she just fucking goes to town with her claws on someone.
Oh god.
That's what it looks like. Toriel's turn. She's unconscious. Riggs.
Riggs. This is getting bad. This is getting bad.
I've been stabbed
Um,
repeatedly by this goblin.
I
Oh,
have been
I
stabbed
should
repeatedly.
I should say, the flavor, he stabbed his one dagger in, and he took his hands, and he spun the dagger while it was inside your body.
Oh, what a fucking badass
Oh.
bitch.
He stirred your guts.
Mmm,
He
tasty.
fucking did. Okay, so I am going to. Well, fuck you. I wanted to use a different thing. I'm a bad touch.
Oh god.
The bad touch.
Okay. Go for it.
What do we
You channel dark necrotic energy and you reach out towards him and he goes, dodges out of the way, and the spell fades.
Foretold the bad touch.
You're like, I didn't want to use this, but here comes the bad touch. He was like, ah! No!
Oh, I maybe shouldn't have mentioned that.
Fuck. Orcs time. They move up on this kobold. Now one moves up on that kobold. Oh, hit on a kobold, and a miss on a kobold. Does this kobold instantly die? Yes. Just carved in half with his great axe. And then this orc runs up and is going to attempt to kill this kobold, the leader one, which he does not do, unfortunately. The kobold's turn. The one remaining, other than its leader.
Uh-oh.
It turns and stabs, 'cause that's all it can do. It hits! Good job, buddy. I'm proud of you. And he does 6 points of damage, and the orc is just like, ugh! Aldrich.
Let's try this again.
Hey, that hits.
Axe of the Demon.
Axe of the Demon.
I do 10 damage actually, because
Hexblade's
oh wait, no,
cursed.
actually
You had your proficiency,
damage.
so 8.
yeah, I have my proficiency. I don't know why I thought 4.
You just bring down Damon, and as you cleave, you hear Damon go,
Tasty.
and the goblin just go, fuck! Ow!
Thank you.
Her turn. She turns to you.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
go ahead.
I have a bonus action.
Oh, you do? Haha!
Bonus action powers.
I should have hexed before, but oh well.
Now?
I'm gonna double hex up.
You watch as a minor key this time is slapped onto the face.
Just 2 fucking things like
Just like, stop it! Stop it! And the orc turns to you, Ramazi.
Yeah.
Just brandishes her blade. Let me try. She's gonna swing. Ooh, and you just like sway under the blade. She is unable to hit you.
Oh fuck.
The goblin turns to Aldrich. Just goes, fuck you! You're gonna get stirred! Jab his dagger into you, ideally.
I'd rather
15?
You don't. That hits.
Hey.
You did that.
You take 5 points of piercing damage as he does that, and then he goes to twist his hands, and your guts get stirred for 7 piercing damage. As by the way, she has 2 daggers in her, and you have 1 dagger in you, but he's just been pulling them off of his body.
Oh,
and
he's
stabbing
left the
you.
daggers in us.
Yeah, he's just leaving them
Infinite daggers.
there. Infinite dagger.
Infinite dagger.
Ramazi.
Away.
Away!
Alright. Well, we're just gonna keep the same order as last time. Let's try to stabby stab. Alright.
Hey! Roll that damage.
I need to make macros for this. Hey, 6. This is a little
You
bit
can just
low.
click short sword, and it should roll damage.
Yeah, it's not doing it for me. I don't know what it did wrong.
Unfortunate. Carve into
Make
it.
sure you have the
Um,
attack selected. Like it should have a checkbox when you go into the settings there. And make
Oh,
sure
okay.
it's like checked.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a flurry of blows, do 2
Okay.
attacks. And that'll be my last key point. Alright, that'll be 1 hit. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other roll.
Okay.
That one.
Unfortunate. Roll that damage. On the first one.
Good old claw attack. Yeah, it's 6 more.
Hey, nice. You just slice into her, and blood's coming out, but she is seemingly rearing, ready for the fight.
Yeah. Feels minor. I'm like, hey, hey.
You hear the kobold shout out in Draconic. What do you say? Let's take down these greenskins. Shouting to Aldrich.
I agree.
And you hear him say in Draconic, harm not the scale, our fellow brothers, kin.
I shall not. Can I? Hold on. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Is sleep concentration?
No.
I don't think it is.
It's
Then-
not.
Then,
No?
Oh,
no.
then I can't. Then I can't like remove.
Oh,
the sleep.
however, Hex
Hex
Is.
is.
there is not a single sleeping kobold that's alive right now. Oh, actually, there's
Oh.
one.
There's this one. Hex
Well, there's
is.
also orcs that are asleep, aren't they?
One
No, there's
orc
this guy
that's asleep.
that's asleep. Which I have. the
So
roll
it's
as
con
well.
saves?
Yeah, roll a con save. Ooh! And that note
Hex is gone.
disappears from his face.
Bitch.
And he is going to
Ignore that.
dive at the orc behind him and slash it. That hits, and you watch as he slashes. There's this like dull brown divine energy that just racks the orc's body and sends him flying backwards, dead. This kobold's fucking cleaning house. Jesus.
Yeah.
Riggs.
Riggs is here. Let's see. I am going to. Okay. Yeah, this guy in front of me is still a problem. Yeah, he was saying. I didn't quite understand what you were saying earlier. The man in front of me.
The
is he
kobold's
saying,
making
hey,
alliances.
Saying, "Hey, let's go fuck this bitch up."
No.
Anything green, kill it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what the kobold's saying. The goblin just seems mad because you killed his men.
Oh. Well.
Like, you literally slaughtered a whole battalion of goblins.
I did in fact do that.
Really did.
You turned them into just a mist of viscera and gore.
I did do that. That
You
was
did.
something that I in fact did. I am going to. Okay, I am gonna heat to this alliance and be like, all right. And I'll cast guiding bolt on this one.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Make my attack roll.
As you
Wow.
do, almost like feeling the attack rush towards her as this crackling, like lightning, almost radiant energy coming out of your hands. The axe comes down and sweeps behind her and deflects the attack.
Aw.
This orc can fight.
She is a fighter, so that makes sense.
That makes sense.
All right, orc's turn. The orc walks down and is gonna jump on, double team this kobold. Oh, one miss. 2 misses. The kobold lives. Speaking of the kobold, stab him. He misses. Aldrich.
I'm going to wrathful smite my blade. Okay. Bunch.
It's like dull gray energy is just kind of radiating out of the like bladed
I'm gonna
portion of
smack
your
him.
guitar. Slams it to the
This man?
ground, unfortunately.
Just man.
Just
Yeah.
missing. Just missing.
Big sad.
With the parry ability helps him just avoid the attack.
Big sad. Well, that was my turn.
Hey, you have that as concentration up to a minute though.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
something.
she is going to slash at you with her great axe. As Matthew returns. Ooh, she misses. Hello, sir. Not much. And she takes a deep breath and is going to heal herself for an amount.
Wind.
And she was looking rough, and now she looks great.
Oh boy.
No,
Roll
you're
up.
not allowed. Be gone. Don't do that
Oh,
thing.
you have a camera.
Yeah, we're streaming, dog. Streaming, dog.
You don't stream with the camera.
No, that's never been. Well, I do that with games.
Yeah, that's why.
But we're not playing games. I'm sorry. I don't
No,
mean
I get
to.
it.
I don't mean to ruin your.
I was confused at first. Now I get it. It's
Okay.
all good.
Alright. The goblin is going to continue to stir your guts, Aldrich.
Oh.
No, he's going to turn back to Riggs,
Uh-oh.
and he's going to.
But I didn't hit him.
The dagger's still inside you. He's just going to keep twisting it.
No.
Oh,
Please do not.
Fucking screwdriver.
can he offhand twist you? Ooh, he does.
Fuck, is that 2 hits my way?
Only one hit your way.
Okay, cool.
for-
I'm still doing the thing because I can do it up to my wisdom modifier times. So
Oh,
another 2d8 and a dex save.
nice.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's ridiculous, actually, in lower levels. That is
So the-
16.
Okay, yeah, he saves. So another 6 points damage.
Jesus. Just
It doesn't
blasted
scale
back.
though, is the thing.
Still,
I mean, yeah, no, low levels. This is definitely a good
this
chunk of
this
damage.
goblin, if he would have failed one of these, would have been dead by now. All right, Ramazi.
How much damage did I take?
I said 4.
You did? Okay. I
Yeah.
it's not a hurt.
No
My bad.
worries. No worries.
Alright. Sticking to the classic, let's do a short stab. Miss. Martial arts attack, sweeping the leg. And miss. Jeez.
You got to sweep the leg, but she is standing firmly.
I just feel like my leg got broken across her arm. Or like,
You can do the rest of your turn. This kobold's just gonna take his, for the sake of
yeah.
expediency. Alright, I'm sorry. What was your re? He's gonna run up to this orc. Ooh! He gouges. It dies. As he jumps up and just like cuts the head of the orc off. Riggs.
Oh, is it me again?
It
Oh
is
yeah, because
you.
all this shit's easier. Okay. So, well, this is not good.
This is
And
indeed
as
not good.
much as I would love to get our rogue up to get some extra damage in there, I am below double digits.
Okay.
My healing word myself with my bonus action.
You do. And with his Mage Slayer feat, no.
Oh my god, I swear.
It's a
That would be fucking nuts.
It would be nutty, dude.
It'd be impressive for
Oh,
like
let's
a.
go.
And then
nuts.
I am going to. Oh god, that would be.
It'd be funny for a level 2 character to have a feat that's not a human.
Yeah, right. Do I want to stab with sword or do I want to use a cantrip? That's the question. I'm gonna use the sword. The sword should be a little more reliable.
Okay.
I'm gonna not use the spear. I'll use the sword.
It's been his turn, yeah?
Fuck, has it? Does he go before?
No,
me
yeah,
or
he
does
did.
go
He did.
after me?
He stabbed Riggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stabbed me. and I
He
used my
twisted with the
reaction.
offhand.
Yeah, that's right.
Lord, he
So-
parries you.
Yeah, okay.
Orc's turn.
Alright, it's my turn.
Singular Orc's turn. Well,
It's
multiple
one-man
Orcs,
army.
but... And he kills that standing kobold soldier, carving it
I
up.
like how the one kobold that's asleep.
Yep, he's just like,
he's still fine.
he's chilling.
He's having a good nap.
Aldrich.
I. I'm gonna bank this goblin.
You hit.
Finally.
There you go.
In fact, you hit really well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he used his parry on me.
Yeah.
So there we go.
9,
Slash.
that's 11.
Is this lethal
Smith of
or
Andrew.
non-lethal, Deju?
To the.
Is this
goblin?
lethal or non-lethal? I just need to know.
Oh, I'm fucking murdering this.
All right, how do you want to kill him?
Oh. Oh. I tell Damon to get into this. I pull out one of his knives. I tell Damon, get in this. And then I just stab him in the face and let Damon do the work.
You mean like get in the dagger?
Get in the dagger momentarily and then come back to the guitar.
I'm not going in that weapon. As you stab him in the face with the dagger, you see the like guitar, because you have it on like like
The strap.
the strap. You watch it whip out like around you, like people spin the guitar, and just cut the head off.
That works. And I will give an inspiration to Ramazi and say, I know you can do better. Come on, you got this.
That's inspiring.
It's motivation.
Thanks.
You got this.
Her turn.
Oh, I also get health.
You do?
I do. I
Yeah,
really
his
do.
inspiration is a D6.
Alright.
Oh, 18 will hit you, I believe. Ramazi.
Yep. 18 is good for him.
Ooh, that'll be 13 points of slashing damage.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's relevant.
that's
Let
irrelevant.
me do some math. Tired.
Yeah, sorry.
14.
After this combat,
I'm-
we'll wrap it up. Don't worry.
Seal it up.
It's all
Oh,
good.
he no longer has a turn because he's dead. Ramazi, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm angry and inspired.
That sounds about right.
Let's do.
That's the name of my next book.
Short.
I'm angry.
There we go.
Hey!
And 6 slashing damage again. And then let's just headbutt her. There we go.
Oh, double hit.
Pulling him up. And 5. There we go.
Turns out the inspiration was only needed in words, not in mechanics.
Nah, you actually
Turns
did
out
not
you
need
really
the
could do
dice.
better.
See,
Yeah.
it's the inspiration from inside that counts.
Exactly.
And that's my go.
You just like crush her nose, and she's like, ugh. Kobold's turn. He fucking yeets himself at this orc.
1v1.
And you watch the orc kind of like bat him out of the midair, and the kobold rolls on the ground unceremoniously. Just, ugh, damn it. Riggs,
Hey, it's me.
hit you.
It me.
already did.
Another one, I mean. I really want to use another, but I could
You could.
go up a bad touch at a second level.
Oh God.
I don't really need to though.
Do you not?
Nah, you know, I actually like having a well.
Let's see.
No, I don't see
23
anything
points.
do that. Instead, I'm gonna stay back here where it's a little bit safer, and I'm going to toll the dead.
Boom.
Bong. It's a 13 save.
14.
Damn it! Well,
Toll the
that's
Dead
my
has a save.
action.
Oh yeah, it does.
And I'm
No,
going
this
to
doesn't do that.
bonus action second level. I want the rogue up. Healing word.
Comes up again.
I'm just gonna get this rope knocked down again.
Oh no.
No, it's a second level healing word. You know, actually, I might do that.
No, you have a feeling she's now taking Ramazi serious. After that
But
wall.
the rogue's up now, so.
Yes. The orc hits. Oh! He almost kills the kobold. If he would have rolled, if he would have added a 1 on that 1, he would have. So if he would have rolled an 11 instead of a 1, he would have killed him. Close. Close, but no cigar. Kobold's turn. None of them. Aldrich.
I
What does Aldrich do?
kind of just running up and smacking a bunch.
Whackety whack with the axe.
Yeah, you know what?
Yakety
Okay.
yak. Don't talk about it.
Damn.
She deflects your attack.
I was just like, okay.
Okay!
Kaboom.
Okay.
My bad. She's gonna
Not a
slash
fan
at
of that one.
Ramazi. Oof, that was almost a crit. That's bad.
I am not a great cleric. I cannot do that.
1, but with her great weapon, fighting style,
Uh-oh.
she gets to reroll ones
That's fine. That's fine.
into a 10. So that makes
Down.
it 14 slashing damage.
Oh, I go down.
Oh, Jesus. She just
Uh-oh.
carves across Ramazi, and he drops.
Uh-oh.
You said he was
Well,
gonna
that's
take
0
what the fuck?
exactly.
She's spec'd for fucking big damage, so.
You right.
I mean,
Ramazi,
she missed me
your
a
turn.
bunch.
That is true.
Sure.
It's just when it got hit, it got hit.
Roll your death save,
Alright.
Ramazi.
No, it hit 0 exactly, you said.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Is that a stable?
Yep, you're stable.
I'll take that for now.
Alright.
Honestly, stable works until I can get over there. I don't think I have a healer shit.
Ah, the kobold misses.
I have cure wounds.
Toriel's turn. She, gets up. He
gets
gets up, my bad. And he just goes, oh, looks like I get to do this now. He pulls out his rapier and just stabs her. Ooh, that's an at 18.
Sneak attack damage, though.
Sneak attack bonus.
Sneak attack. Rapier. 10 damage. She lives.
Wow.
Fucking.
Just
Wow.
stabs her and then goes, see ya, and disengages as his bonus action. Yeets
Sounds
out.
about right.
Then yeets out.
Sounds like a rogue.
Sounds like a rogue.
Griggs.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, you.
Hey, it me. I'm out of spell slots, so, do I want
Now you sit down and cry.
the dex save, or do I want the, other save for Toll the I want Toll the Dead. I want that extra damage die if it
14 again.
Fuck!
Sorry.
I
She
will-
re-
I will
she's
send
rolled
you the
consistent
closer.
15s.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'll move here. As well. Stay on my turn.
Oak. Misses. No kobolds. Aldrich.
Well, I'm thinking because I
Big
could just
yes.
sleep time.
Oh yeah, you could.
Because I'm fairly certain she doesn't have enough health.
She doesn't have enough to ward off like 20 HP.
Exactly.
He's up in the
Right.
mess of corpses.
Or I
Okay.
could hit her.
You would have
Hit her.
a commander of a faction at your mercy. Of an orc faction.
That is an idea.
You right. I'm gonna sleep time.
Yeah, she fucking sleeps. Wait, and you centered it on there?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Riggs, how much
motherfucker.
HP do you have?
14.
Hey, Riggs is asleep too, Lamau.
God damn it. I hate you.
Sleepy time.
No, it's good.
Fuck, I'm
Heal.
unconscious.
Yeah, you sleep.
Why?
I revert to my true form.
So
I
you
hate
you watch as Riggs falls over, their form just begins to shift in shape. Go ahead and describe to them what your true form looks
Oh,
like.
I hate you so You called it first fucking combat.
Yep.
I was so careful to keep my HP up. I was so careful not to go down. I fucking hate you. So what you see
Aldrich's like,
beyond Riggs' changing form is the color begins to fade as a bluish pale skin is replaced. All of the forms and like the snout and everything that is very iconic of a kobold melds into the face, and the face becomes completely flat. You don't see the eye color, but you know the eyes are closed and everything, and the hair. There's hair that sprouts out as well, short black hair, as she becomes less kobold, more humanoid, and same armor and everything. She's still wearing the same thing, but then you know she falls and she's sleeping.
Orc,
I fucking
unconscious.
hate you.
Ramazi is unconscious as well. The kobold is gonna try to fucking kill this orc. And he does.
I present the orc leader to you. Great. What's your name? What's your name again?
I'm Big Dig.
Great Big Dig.
As he
Heard big dick at first, and I'm like, that's not right.
walks over and just stabs the sleeping orc in the back of the head.
The orcs present it to you as a token of good faith.
He kind of looks to like the weird creature on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about that. She's sick.
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
She's
She's sick.
I was so fucking careful too.
I
I was so careful to keep myself alive. I was so careful.
Well
to keep myself
done,
because that was
guys.
the thing I was talking about with Nick. I'm like, wait a minute, and Riggs are sleeping in the same spot. I can't hold a form if I'm unconscious. That means if I'm asleep,
Justin is cute.
I can't hold a form. It was a legit conversation that we had
Yeah.
because I was trying to see.
I was trying to do D&D combat. I was
I was
running
trying
like
to see if you
50
knew or
things.
not, and I was like, "Fuck." And
Well-
he's like, "Well, no, because you always fall asleep where I would, and I would wake up before you, which is why you never found out."
Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time, and until then, let the good times roll.